And welcome back to day 2 here of the 2025 BMX New Zealand South Island titles in Alex. I tell you what, yesterday the racing was amazing, and I'm sure if it was anything to go by from yesterday, today's going to be just as good. I tell you what, the crowd behind us, they've really been getting into the racing and cheering the riders on. As we look back to the crowd, is everyone in Alex having a great time? I tell you what, I know you want to be here, but if you can't be, at least you're on the live stream watching the epic racing. Great works, thanks to Jack Links and BMX New Zealand for putting on an incredible show. And I tell you what, though, this afternoon we're going to be heading into finals, and we're all going to be looking forward to that. Oh, we're going to be looking forward to finals racing. So stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. Manawa, over to you, mate.
Thanks, Brenton, and looks like the crowd are certainly getting ready for one action-packed day here on day 2 at the 2025 South Island titles. But crowd, you need to get more vocal, because I tell you what, that was a pretty average effort. We want to see you getting wild. We want to see that energy pumping in the crowd, because that's what makes our riders do that extra bit and hopefully see them through to the next round or two. But yes, Brenton, yesterday certainly was a phenomenal day. We saw some spills, we saw some action, spills and thrills as we call it. But certainly it was one action-packed, adrenaline-full day. Great to see some smiles in the crowd, people waving, there we have it. That's what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. I'm certainly looking forward to the day, and I certainly hope you all are as well. There at Alexandra BMX Club in the Deep South, Central Otago. What a place to have the South Island titles. But just going back to yesterday's racing, it certainly did perform to the best of the best, as we always expect here at the BMX New Zealand South Island titles. And I'm sure the riders would have gone away last night. They would have done a bit of strategy planning and to work out what they need to do here in our first 2 qualification rounds. And of course leads up to our semi-finals for our 9, 10 and 12-year-old boys. And of course the ultimate, our finals that will be coming up in the next 2 to 3 hours. Who wants that coveted South Island number 1 plate? Who wants the number 2 plate? Who wants to be on the podium in the number 3 finish? Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen, as we head towards our finals that will be kicking off real shortly. Great day here in Alexandra. The sun's out. Looks like the crowd are ready for the action. So sit tight, everyone. Get locked and loaded. Get your seatbelts on, and let's get ready for day 2 here at Alexandra 2025 South Island titles.
Testing, here we go.
Just as we're watching our live stream footage, ladies and gentlemen, I know many of you, of course, wouldn't be able to see it unless you're looking at it on your phones at your trackside, but we certainly had some phenomenal footage yesterday. We had the drone cameras out. We had cameras out in the middle of the track, capturing all that action, and it's great to see our riders getting ready at the back there and staging. They've all got their race faces on. They look focused. They look determined as they get into their lanes and make their way up to the gate, counting down to 10 o'clock. First up, of course, we have our sprockets 5 and under. Reed Jolly there from North Canterbury, Lucas Williamson from North Canterbury as well, Carl Sassy from North Harbour, Bo Rushbrook from Cromwell, Riley Reid from Cromwell as well, and Elise Waters from Cromwell. They'll be the first of our 6 riders in our sprockets 5 and under, race 185. Which will be coming to us real shortly. So it is the same race order yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. So rounds 5 and 6. And then, of course, we'll be leading up to our semi-finals, which will be for our 9, 10 and 12-year-old boys. And then, of course, then we are into finals action here at the South Island titles. Good to see the vibes back there and staging, riders giving each other fist pumps. That's what we love to see. Although it's an individual sport, of course it's all about supporting one another as well. And as we look up to the gate now, these are the first of our riders here at day 2 at Alexandra for the South Island titles, our Sprockets 5 and under, as they start to get ready for race 185. Alrighty, the gate slaps down here on day 2 of the 2025 South Island titles, and it looks like a nice even start there by our riders as they make their way down towards the first corner. Looks like we have a local rider there in the form of Cromwell rider as he makes his way. Oh, I tell you what, he got pushed up because we had another rider there, I think from North Canterbury, pushed him out. That's the 801 plate of Reed Jolly there. He decided to take the whole shot over our 259 rider of Riley Reed from Cromwell. He said slot back into the 2 spot, but at the moment it is the rider there from across the North Canterbury, the 801 of Reed Jolly. He's leading from the front. He's on the charge as he makes his way into the 3rd corner, but the Cromwell rider's decided, oh no, he didn't quite go out wide enough, and the rider there from North Canterbury decided to push on through and take out race 185. Well done there to Reed Jolly from North Canterbury.
Okay. Up the gate, it is our second gate of Sprockets. Here we go, and the gate is dropped on race number 186. It's the Sprockets 5 and under. Here we go, we got Evie Campbell on the 177, Emma Bowell on the 826, Spencer White on the 457, Indy Kong there on the 128 plate, Enzo Steedman on the 326, and the 827 plate of Colton. That work early, as you can see, though. It is the Alex riders out as they come back down towards us now. We're going to see who's who in the zoo. Race. This is what it's all about. It's the 457.
This is your next group of BMX New Zealand sponsored Sprocket 6 mix. We've got Sweetman, McKee, Duncan, Steffens, Colley and McIntyre there from Alexandra, and it is the local rider from Alexandra going in and out of that first corner. Turn and burn he goes, makes his way down that second straight. It is the 455 plate of Reeves Steffens there, followed closely behind him by the 312 plate of Jasper Sweetman there from Mountain Raiders. He's sitting in the 2 spot there. Let's see what Jasper can do to close the gap on Harry. But at the moment, it is the rider there from Alexandra in and out of that 3rd corner who'll go today for the first time, making his way over that tabletop, down towards the finish line, and that's a good way to start the day for our Sprocket 6 match. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, this is our second group of Sprocket 6 mix coming to you here live from Alexandra here at the South Island titles. And it is a nice even start there by our riders making their way into the first corner on the 419ers. Mr. Shimana, Haru Shimana there from East City, in and out he goes as he turn and burns back down the second straight, the 327 sitting right in behind him. That's Quinn Ralph there from Christchurch City. Good to have you here today, Quinn. But at the moment, it is the East City show here from the Auckland region. Mr. Haru Shimana makes his way down the 3rd straight. Nice pumping action by these Sprocket 6 mix as they go into that 3rd corner for the first time today. I tell you what, there was a nice low undercut line taken there by the rider sitting in the 2 spot on the 327. Quinn Ralph, what a nice race line. But looks like Haru Shimana may have just held on to it. Rightio, Audie, ladies and gentlemen, into our 13 boys. We've got Rico Ryan, Dylan Sazzy, Jono Hansen, Brooke Hansen, Dylan Iswu, Austin Stronich as they make their way into this first corner. But it is the rocket pocket of the NZ1 of the NBR match component rider of Mr. Ryan, nice skills, nice manuals been put on show here at the South Island titles, but at the moment it is the rider there from Tauranga, but right in behind them, breathing down his neck is Jono Hansen from Dunedin. Rico's going to have to work hard for it because Jono wants to try and close the gap. Let's see what Jono can do over Ryan, but it looks like Ryan will be too good, too strong. He'll take it out over Hansen, and in whistle from Alexandra for the 3. Rightio, we're up to race 190 already here at the South Island titles. These are your 13 boys, and we've got a bolter coming out of the gate. I'm sure that'll be Murphy or Withington. Let's wait and see. But it is the rider there from Christchurch City. Murphy, he got it, but Withington is leading from the front at the moment from Tauranga. Murphy, I think, sitting back there in the 2 spot. Calder Joyce there in amongst it as well, along with Morgan, Parker, Norris, and Dumbbell. And at the moment, it is the rider there from Tauranga in the form of Charlie Withington. He's on the charge. He's got a huge length over that tabletop. He goes, and he'll cross over the finish line, take out the first position for race 190. Murphy will be for the 2, and Angus Morgan from NAC for the 3. And the gate slaps down here in our 15 boys. Moto number 5, race 191. Stedman, Shaw, Polden, and Calderall there from Carpety. But it is the 381 plate there from Christchurch City, leading out the front. That's Stedman, right in behind them, breathing down his neck, trying to close the gap. Let's see what he can do in the second corner. Is the 196 rider from Dunedin. And behind them are Polden and Calderay, but at the moment it is the Stedman show from Christchurch City, pumping his way down that rhythm section on the 381 plate, leading over the 196 plate there from Dunedin, Milbar Shaw. But I tell you what, Stedman's going to have this locked and loaded, and he'll take it out over Shaw, and Polden will have to settle for the 3.
Okay,
Rightio, the gate slaps down for race 192, and we've got Jurgemeister there from Dunedin, Harvey from Kaitangata, Lester from Dunedin, Helwa from Kapiti, and White from Hawara. But it looks like the rider there who took out the first corners, Lester there from Dunedin. He's on the 444 plate. The 710 plate from Dunedin's taking the inside line, and he's going to move up into that 2 spot, I think it is. But there's a battle on here between first and second, between Dunedin and Dunedin. The 2 club mates are going hard and furious out of that 3rd corner. I tell you what, it's going to go down to the finish line. And it looks like the rider there from Dunedin, Mason, will take it out over Charlie, and then Cooper from Kataina for the 3. Righty, as we move on to our next group of 16 boys, this is race 193. And it looks like Bryson Joyce had the best of the hill starts. He also got the whole shot going into corner 1 and out of second corner. He'll go. Joyce is still leading over Harkness, and McCormick is sitting back there in that 3 spot from Dunedin. But it is the 108 plate of Mountain Raiders from Joyce. He's over that table. Got a nice jumping time there by Bryson. Now across the finish line. Take it out over the capital rider of Harkness and the Dunedin rider of McCormick.
Okay, here we go. I think we're back on. Thanks to MN Butler Plumbing and Drainage at South Moto. Number 5, race number 194. Into it, the first gate of 14 boys. The 77 plate out of Rotorua, Noah Evans. He's into the whole shot and making a move early. He wants to get those points. Liam Steedman, Reed McDonald, and Jax West all in the thick of it too as they come back down towards us now into the rhythm section. It is the 77 plate of Noah Evans out of Rotorua. But here we go. The battle's on for the 2 and 3. Into the last corner they go. They're going to throw down the pedals. Let's have a look. Here we go. It is going to be all go, I tell you. As they cross that finish line, we're going to be going up to scores to check those points.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, this pace is certainly not slowing down. It's, if anything, picked up and it's intensified. We got Glover, Wetterly, Hegan, White, and Drew. But it's the 270 plate there from Kaitangata. Blake Glover, he's leading from the front. He's got that clean, fresh air over the 157 plate of Lucas there from Dunedin, sitting there in that 2 spot, but close and behind him was Jacob White there from Hawara. He's trying to close the gap on the rider there from Dunedin, but it is the rider from Kaitangata of Blake Glover. He's on the charge over that tabletop. He'll go, and it looks like he'll hold on and cross under the finish line and take out the race at 195.
Here we go, the gate is dropped onto race number 196. It's moto 5, 40 to 44 male 20 inch. This one's been hot to trot. Into the work they go. It's the 296 plate there. That is Kurt Bagby out of Cambridge. He's pushing hard, but look at the rest of them. You can throw a T-tail over them. They're so close. They're like a pack of seagulls chasing down a hot chip. Into the second corner they go. Back down towards me now. We're looking for Daniel McKinley, Scott Murphy, Cameron Kay, Jason Jolie, Nick Cosell, and Sean McKinley. Into the work they go. They're still two abreast into the last corner. Throwing down the pedals, look how close they are. It's bar to bar action. They're going to slice them open across that finish line there for race number 196.
Rightio, as we move on to our race 197, brought to you by DR Builders. We've got Parker, Thornley, McCuskey and Grubb. I tell you what, these are your big bangers, ladies and gentlemen. But it is the 228 plate of Parker there from Dunedin, letting it McCuskey from NAC on the 423 as they push their way down the second straight turn and burn they go. I tell you what, the afterburners are out front and back end as they make their way down this third straight towards the third corner for the first time today on day 2. But it is Parker on the 228 plate, still holding on to his close lead over McCuskey. But I tell you what, McCuskey's closed the gap, and that's why we like Transformers.
Here we go, it's race number 198, thanks to DR Builders. It's our 45 plus male 20 inch into the work early. It's the NZ2 plate. That is Greg Hughes, he's into it really hard. Oh no, we got 2 2s on there. That's okay, we got NZ2 of Greg Hughes and Derek Joel Guzma. He's into the work, here we go, coming back down towards me now. It's Big D as they call him. Into the work they go with the man from Rotorua, Greg Hughes in behind him. Hunter Burt there on the 111 plate, out of Dunedin, chasing hard too, as we round it out with Andrew Badman and Les Gamble there from the round of Robin Rinks.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, this next group of 15 to 16 girls is proudly brought to us by Highway Services Limited, Morris Treble, Thornley, Begg and Ziegler. As they make their way into that first corner, Treble got the whole shot, and behind her was Morris and Begg. Let's see what Ziegler and Thornley can do to close the gap, but it is the 1-2-3 from Christchurch City of Treble. She's holding on to a lead by Morris. Morris is trying to close the gap, but I'm sure Morris is going to go hunting and searching as she goes into that third corner. And yes, she has. She's moved from 2 up into 1. Well done to Kat Morris there from Southland. Can she hold on to it? Looks like she will. So Morris will take it for 1, followed by Treble for the 2 and Peg for the 3.
Here we go, we're into it. It's race number 200, moto number 5, 9 boys, thanks to Tourism Talent Limited Australia, New Zealand. They're into it early. I'll tell you what, it looks like it's a Cromwell rider. The 577 plate of Noah Lindsay into the whole shot with the 258 plate. That's the local lad, William Lance. He wants a piece of the pie, but got Cromwell in behind him as well. So it looks like it's Cromwell, Alex Cromwell into your 1, 2 and 3. Oh my giddy aunt, you can't blink because you'll miss it. It's Cromwell 1 and 2 now. Here we go. Come on, boy. Get the pedals in. Into the last corner they go, but the 577 of Noah Lindsay still out the front, pushing hard. He wants to maximise the qualifying points as they cross that finish line. What an epic race for our 9 boys. Race number 200.
Rightio, the gate slaps down for the 201 time here at the South Island Titles. This is your second group of 9 boys as they come charging towards the first corner. I tell you what, they're running on high octane fuel today. Who knows what they've had for breakfast, but whatever it is good stuff. Because we've got Samuel Grubb on the NZ8 from Cromwell leading from the front, but in behind him is a rider from Dunedin, the both offies in there. But I tell you, we'll let a rider go down, kick the rider she's actually playing here at the South Island Titles. But it is through the NZ8 of Samuel Grubb, who's leading from the front at the moment. I tell you what, changing to the guard once again on that tabletop. Let's see who's going to cross over the finish line. Oh, we are down to well called photo finishes. She's happening aplenty here at the South Island Titles.
Here we go, it's race number 202, moto number 5. It's another gate of 9 boys, thanks to Tourism Talent Limited of New Zealand, Australia. It's the rider on the 728 plate. That is Logan Healy out of Te Awamutu. He's come up from the north, but he's got company all over his back wheel is your NZ4, the Mountain Raider, the Pocket Rocket. Jaden Barrett going in for an undercut, and he pulled it off. Anyone would think this kid was from the 90s. He's back down now. What can our Te Awamutu rider do? Jaden Barrett's got the nose on, but into the NZ5. He's in the 3 spot at the moment. That's Cameron Denson. He's pushing a piece of the pie. Can he throw the pedals down and get the line across? Oh my Gideon! We're going to want to check that one out on scores.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, this group's brought to you by TNC Contracting. These are your 10 girls as they make their way down the first straight, but as none of them Polka Dot, Poe Edwards on the 301 from Mountain Raiders, Campbell from Alexander. Well, she got the first corner over Barrington there from Sunset Coast, and it is the phenomenal side of the 301 there from Mountain Raiders. In and out of that second corner she goes, but she's going to have to work for it because I'm sure Campbell from Alexander will want to try and close the gap on her. Let's see what happens. We've already seen a few upsets already today, ladies and gentlemen, but it looks like Georgia Poe Edwards has got a nice healthy lead over the rest of the pack, and she'll cross over the finish line and takes out race 203. Campbell will settle for the 2, and then Barrington from Sunset Coast for the 3.
I tell you what, we're back into it thick and fast. The commissaires are moving through them in race number 204, thanks to CXP Racing, the 17 plus female. This has been a group to watch. It's the 57 plate. That's the local lass. That's Holly Oldham out of Alex, leading out the pack. She's done this track a few times, just to say that once or twice. Into the number 2 spot though. Here we're looking for, it looks like it's Ellie Biddick out of the Mountain Raiders Club. The battle's on though between Selena Pfister and Taylor Arnold there for 3 and 4. What's going to happen going into the last corner as the 203 plate of Tessa McNaught just comes past me now, and Destiny Stewart's in the mix too on the 828. As they roll it out, it's going to be Taylor versus Selena crossing that line. This is some exciting racing, Manawa.
Yeah, you say it's exciting, Brendan. It certainly is today. Being day 2 is certainly not disappointing us as we move on to what's happening out there on the track. We've got our 11 boys brought to you by Kahukura Shearing, but it looks like the rider there from Waterloo in the form of Max Olsen on the 940 plate. He's on the charge, leading from the front as he did a good chunk of yesterday. Sam Hickey there from in amongst the mix as well, but it is Heath Joyce from Christchurch Street. He's sitting back here in the 2 spot, but it is the rider there on the 940 plate, leading from the front. I tell you what, he's had clean fresh air and he's had a nice smooth ride to take out race 205, brought to you by Kahukura Shearing.
Legs 11 as they start to wind up. It's thanks to Kahukura Shearing. It's race number 206, motor number 5. This is the second gate of 11 boys. It looks like it's, oh, here we go, getting some airtime there. Out of Te Awamutu though, that's none other than the flying man himself. That's Hayden Prescott. He's pushing hard, but he's got company in the form of the 357 of Hardy Kahukura. Caden McKenzie's in there too, alongside Millen Hamlin, Hunter Dunbas, Jacko Hump and Austin Shearing, but coming back down towards us now, it's your NZ4. That's Hayden Prescott into the last corner. He's pushing it down. He's trying to own the spot here. Caden McKenzie out of Christchurch in 3, and Hardy Kahukura coming through in the 2.
Rightio, this is our first group of our 12 boys brought to you by Fawley's Plumbing, Alexandra, and these boys have a semi-final coming up shortly, so they'll be vying for that, hopefully a top spot, but it is the MBR match component. Wairu Brooke O'Neill leading from the front. He's on the NZ3. Nixon Murphy from Christchurch City on the 136 is sitting behind him in the 2 spot. Carter Simmons from Cromwell's in amongst the action as well, but it is the MBR match components rider. Look at that, nice manual's been putting on, nice airtime shown there by O'Neill as he coasts his way down the last straight, and it looks like he'll cross over the finish line and take out race 207. Good ride there by Brookie, followed there by Murphy for the 2 spot. Simmons for the 2 and Murphy for the 3.
Here we go into race number 208, coming thick and fast thanks to Foley's Plumbing, Alexandra. Tobias, the internet sensation Dickinson, he's into the work, I tell you. He was getting the YouTube links up there yesterday for us, thanks to Tobias. But he's got company though in the form of the 112 out of Dunedin, Kanogov. He's chasing him down all over his back tyre, then sitting in the number 3 spot. Must be Maxwell Morris out of Cromwell. Coming in down towards us from Nelson, Waipapa Rogers in the 792. He's pushing for a piece of the pie. Sunset Coast, Nathan Swain there on the 717 with Mason Jufcote out of Southland on the 257 in the mix too. But it looks like it's going to be Tobias Dickinson out of Waitakere taking that one.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the gate slaps down, and I tell you what, Frawley's coming. Alexandra certainly delivering some action-packed racing as they make their way towards this first corner, and it looks like the rider there from Southland, he's on the 609 plate, and as he makes his way out of that first corner, I tell you what, he cornered the first corner, was smooth, and he makes his way into that second corner, and now he goes on the 211 plate from Rotorua. Old Leafs, I think it is, as he down that third straight. The rider there from Kaitanga, so yeah, just sitting back there in the free spot at the moment. But I tell you what, there's a battle going on there between 3, 4, 5. Let's see what this last straight can deliver, but it's a 9 rider there from South of the Grand. He'll take it out. Bag from Kaitanga will settle for the 2, and Wilson for the 3.
Here we go, thanks to Dunstan Automotive. It's a 15 to 24 cruiser male. They're into the work early. Here we go. There's been a ding-dong battle all day yesterday between these two at the front. That's your 883 of Jacob Shaw from Dunedin. We got the Zachary Arnold in from Tauranga in the number 2 spot then. Sitting in behind him, we got Ben Holden. Now I believe too, it is Ben's birthday. So if you see Ben today, give Ben a high five because it is his happy birthday today, Ben. Into the last corner they go. Taylor, not Taylor Arnold. I'm getting Zachary and Taylor mixed up, and Taylor to Zachary pushing hard. That was a mouthful, I tell you, but there we go. Race number 210.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our 11 to 12 girls, brought to you by Steve Adair Consulting, Anderson, Morgan, Adair, Mella and Sinclair. But it looks like Olivia Anderson, I think it might be. Yes, Olivia's got the whole shot over Morgan, Mella and Adair Sinclair in that race order going in and out of that first corner. But it is the NZ7 plate there from the Mountain Raider, Olivia Anderson. Tell you what, she's got a massive lead over the rest of the pack. Morgan's going to have to work hard from NAC, but she wants to close the gap. But at the moment, it is the Olivia Anderson show from the Mountain Raider. In and out of that corner, she goes over that tabletop, and she'll pump her way down this last straight and make her way over the finish line and take over race 211. Morgan will settle for the 2, and then Mella from Christchurch City for the 3.
Here we go, thanks to Steve Adair Consulting. It's race number 212. Not only is Steve sponsoring the race, but he's on the camera on the second corner. Big shout out to Steve and thank you for your time. Into the work there they go though, the 723 plate, that's Skylar Hansen. And she's pushing hard into the spot. In the number 2 spot though, we got Matilda Norris coming alongside, looking for Kate Intswell, Daisy Branks and Brianna Steedman. Into the work they go though, back down towards me, they're coming. Here we go, we're looking to see who it is. It's still the 723 plate of Skylar Hansen. She's into it, but she's got the riders all over her back wheel. This isn't going to be a walker in the park as she rounds out race number 212, thanks to Steve Adair Consulting.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first group of boys brought to you by TS Engineering Limited. And looks like we've got a nice even start between the 3 riders going back down that first straight. But it looks like the riders with the whole side of some capital. There's Robbie here on the NZ4 as he charges his way. He's got the afterburners out. He's wanting to increase the gap. But let's see what the other riders think of that. We got the rider there from New Plymouth sitting back there in the 2 spot. Alexandra in the former Sutherland on the 836 sitting there in the 3 spot. But it is the rider there from Capital in the Wellington region. He's on the charge and he's going to go over the finish line and take out race 213. Braxton will settle for the 2 and Finn Sutherland from Alexandra for the 3.
Here we go, we're into race number 214 already. This is Moto 5, thanks to TS Engineering Limited. Into the work early they go. This is going to be a battle royale. Jackson Road Party from the City Club with the whole shot. Oh, Caden McDonald almost getting around there, putting it all on the line. He wanted to get ahead of him. He almost had him, but big shout out for Caden as he gets back up on his plate. Jackson's back out into the front though, but he's got company, the former Roman Thompson, the NZ7 rider out of the Hawke's Bay. Coming in then behind them, we've got Ryan Van Zullen on the 958 out of Southland. He's in the work there too. Going into the last corner, as I said them there, Nathan Cook out of Christchurch and Blake Jenkins on the 143 into the action too. Big run of applause though, unfortunately there for Caden McDonald on the 946, the Mountain Raider. Unfortunately going down here in the first corner. Hopefully he's all good as he makes his way back down the rhythm straight towards me. There we go, getting the pumps on. Well done, Caden.
Rightio, Brenton, I tell you what, our riders are certainly pushing it today. They're certainly trying to gain those maximum points. It's a 347 semi-final as well. But it looks like the rider there from Alexandra in the form of Hendrik Kaugura from TS Engineering sponsored group. He's leading from the front over Hudson from North Canterbury, and it looks like changing of the guard there once again. But it looks like Kahukura 1 and 2. That's a awesome sight to see. We've got Makani there from North Canterbury sitting back there in the 3 spot. But it looks like the local rider Hendrix Kahukura on the 356. He'll cross over the finish line. Kahukura from Tangata for the 2, Makani from North Canterbury for the 3.
Yeah, there we go, back up and riding through. Good to see him on his bike, the 363 plate there. James Brasticki out of Southland. That's where we're going to be in March for the National Championships. Connect Drainage and Earthworks are bringing us the race number 216. This is our 8 to 9 girls. Oh my giddy out, that first jump. Unfortunately, hopefully our riders are okay. Into the work though, it's a 611 plate there out of Cromwell. Isla Reid. There we go. Hopefully I've been getting that one wrong all day yesterday. So hopefully we're into the work early today and getting it right with Bobby Stevens in there too. Caitlin Sinclair out of Southland on the 532. She's in the mix there too. Great to see 2 of our riders back up and onto the track again. Coming back round though, Luca Robinson out the Rotorua. She's in there on the 979 as we look to see who's coming through as we cross the line there. That is our rider, Isla Reid out of Cromwell, taking the 1. Coming back round now, it looks like it's going to be our rider of Kira and Elise coming through on the 187 there. There we go. Kira's coming through into the last corner as we're running out our Southland rider there on the 365. That's Elise. Jeff Coate coming through there, making it through. Looks like our fallen rider, unfortunately, Greta Z, the mountain raider, making her way back to her feet.
Certainly one big spill, Brenton, when you see one rider lose their balance, and then unfortunately a couple of other riders go straight into them.
Oh mate, they're so close. Bar-to-bar action here in Alex, it's just been intense. And you know, this is our 8 to 9 girls, and look what they're throwing down. So competitive. It's great to hear for a spectator sport, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I say, we had our thrills and we had our spills yesterday. We obviously don't like spills, but we certainly like the thrills and the adrenaline action that day 1 presented. And I tell you what, day 2's delivering another standard again, Brenton.
It sure is, mate. And talking about thrills and spills and some excitement, today's the last day to get entries in for the Oceania Champs in New Plymouth, Manawa. That's going to shape up to be one cracker of an event there. The 1st and 2nd of February we've got racing, but the 2nd of February, I believe, from memory, is the Oceania Championships.
Rightio, make our way up to the gate, race 217. Rightio, the gate slaps down, brought to you by Next Drainage and Earthworks. This is our second group of 8 to 9 girls. Winnie moved under of a hill start. And it looks like she's going to go in and out of that this corner. Now Winnie's sitting back there in the 3 spot at the moment. It is Bagby there from Cambridge sitting there in the 1 spot. Edison Stevens is on the 254. She's in amongst the action as well. But it looks like Winnie Murphy there from Christchurch City's holding on to it at the moment over Bagby. Stevens is sitting slotted into that 3 spot from Cromwell. She's on the 254. But the rider there from Christchurch City riding that 137 plate. And she'll cross over the finish line and take out race 217, brought to you by Connect Drainage and Earthworks.
Here we go, and the gate is dropped thanks to 4 Square. Alexandra on race number 218, Moto 5. This is our 8 boys out that gate like the pocket rocket it is. This is none other than the East Cities. Soda Shimada into the whole shot. The 799 there out of Cromwell there. That's Archie Walker. He's pushing for a spot. Another Cromwell out on the 934. That's Cooper Rushbrook. He wants a piece of the action too. They're going to hunt down Soda like it's a pack of wolves. Here we go with the local rider, the Alex rider. That's Ridge Naylor on the 451. Looking for James Bell on the 218 out of Christchurch. And from the Hawke's Bay, the 990 of Grace Inferno in there too. But it looks like it's going to be East City. Soda Shimada crossing the line there for the 1.
Rightio, as we move on to our second group of 8 boys, brought to you by Foursquare Alexandra. And it looks like a nice, clean start by these riders, but 2 of them have come bar to bar as they drop into this first corner. But it is the 547 there from Harry Thunderfolks in the form of Maddox Gardner. He got the whole shot. He wants to lead from the front. But I tell you what, the other riders are trying to close the gap on him. We've got the 866 rider there from Alexandra of Ryan and Whistle sitting back there in the 2 spot. Then, of course, Parker Moneyheader from Alexandra. He's on the 286. He's got local knowledge of the track. Let's see if it pays dividends there for Ryan and Parker. Oh, tell me what happened there. But it is the 866 rider there from Alexandra. He's going to cross over the finish line. Parker Moneyheader from Alexandra for the 3. And Finn Hudson.
Here we go, AWS Legal Alexandra. Thank you for bringing us race number 220 here in motor number 5, 13 to 14 girls. This has been a ding-dong battle all weekend with 117 of Elsa Burt there out of Dunedin. She's pushing hard, but she's got company in the form of Motoro's Maddie Newcomb in there on the 149, coming through with Quinn Lindsay at a Cromwell on the 793 in the thick of it too. That looks like it's your 1, 2 and 3. We're looking for Ashley Brown on the 1111 plate. Then Hannah McCabe on the 832, Emily Wilkinson on the 370 and Ayla Harp on the 272. But it's going to be Elsa Burt taking it out there for that one.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is race 221. These are our 25 to 39 male 20 inch, brought to you by Ollie Lyons. And I tell you what, these riders are going for gold as they make their way into that first corner. And it was Dan McCombie there from Dunedin. He got the whole shot over Chapman and Adair, Robertson Hook, Lyons and Kahukura are your riders in this 25 to 39 male 20 inch, but it is still the rider there from Dunedin. He's on the charge, making his way down the rhythm section. Chapman's trying to close the gap there from North Canterbury, and the other Alex rider, Nathan Adair, sitting back there in that 3 spot on the Triple A plate. But McCombie, Chapman, Adair, they're your 1, 2, 3.
And here we go, we're into our cruisers with our 13 to 14 cruiser mail, thanks to the House of Travel Alexandra. The NZ1, Rico Rowan at a Tauranga into the whole shot, but he's got company in the form of the 134 plate. That's Christchurch's Cooper Murphy. We got Quinn Parker there on the 229, out of Dunedin, out of the North Harbour Club, Dylan Sarsley on the NZ2. From NAC, we've got Angus Morgan. He's looking for a piece of the pie as the NZ3 with Sherlock Crew on the 666 plate out of Capital City. They're pushing that thing as we round out race number 222, thanks to the House of Travel. And talking about race events, don't forget, get into the Wellington Regional Champs on the 9th of February. Make sure you lock and load.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, this next group brought to you by Property Brokers. Carol Stratford are your 35 to 49 cruiser mail, and it's none other than the formidable force of Big D in the form of Derek Jurgemasa from Dunedin. He's leading from the front. Scott Murphy, Lindsay Verrett, Matt Waters, Ronnie Rogers, and Mike Paulson. But it is Big D leading from the front on the 100 plate. He's got Scott Murphy from Christchurch breathing down his neck though. Let's see what Murphy can do. I'm sure he wants the piece of the action up front, but let's see what Jurgemeister can do as well. But it looks like Murphy will have to settle for the 2 and Verrett for the 3.
And a big thank you to Property Brokers, Carol Stratford, for the race number 224. Next gate of 35 to 49 cruiser males, and they're into it here. The 296 plate into the whole shot. That's Kurt Backby out of Cambridge. He's pushing hard, but he's got the 130 plate. That's Cameron Kay all over his back wheel, and the rest of them are lining themselves up pretty civilised. Jason Jolly, Justin Harper, Peter Jeffcoat, Darren Colley, and Nigel Rafe. Into the work they come. These guys must know they got work tomorrow, so that looks like they're lining themselves up. Into the work though, race number 224, thanks to Property Brokers, Carol Stratford.
Rightio, brought to you by White Water Plant Corral. Who's a female here in race 225, and it looks like the rider there from the Mountain Raider, Selena Feister. She's on the 581 plate. She's leading over Davies, the world number one from Rotorua. Taylor Arnold there from Tauranga on the 200. She's slotted into the 3 spot at the moment, but as she did all day yesterday, Selena Feister from Mountain Raider, she's leading from the front. But we know what the world number one of Jeanette Davies from Rotorua can do. Let's see what this third corner can throw up for us, but it looks like it's going to stay as it has from the start to the finish, and Feister will hold on and take out race 225 over Davies for the 2 and Arnold for the 3.
Okay, we're into it thanks to Still Alexandra. This is race number 226, 8 to 12 cruiser mixed. And if you weren't paying attention, you better get on real quick, smart, because into the work they go. Yeah, it's the NZ2 into the whole shot. That's Tate Burden. But I need the rest of you to start getting around to staging for moto number 6. So staging to moto number 6, please. Riders to the pits. Here we go, though. Tate Burden coming back down towards me on the NZ2. Caden McKenzie at a Christchurch making a move too, alongside Nixon Murphy, Hattie Barrington, and Nathan Swain. Here they go into the work around the corner. Reminder you, all these riders are double classing, which means they're getting twice the amount of riding in and half the rest.
So as you see, Brenton, twice the amount of riding, but it's also double the amount of energy as well. How do they do it? But here we have it, our 50 plus cruiser mail, brought to you by Nelson Drill and Blast. Thank you to Nelson Drill and Blast for delivering us the big bangers in the form of the cruiser bruisers. We got Shoes, Parkers, Gamble, and Cook out there in amongst the action as well, but it looks like the rider there from Rotorua, who's obviously here to defend his title. He's riding the SI1 plate in the form of Gregory's usual Hammer, as he's known as. He's leading over Parker there from Dunedin. Gamble from NOC sitting back there in the 3 spot, but it looks like the rider there from Rotorua, Hammer, will hold on. He'll take out race 227 over Parker for the 2 and Gamble for the 3.
Here we go, thanks to Nelson Drill and Blast, the second gate on 50 plus cruiser mail, and into the work we go. He's out like a gunshot, that's Liam Drew. He's into the whole shot too on the 133, that's Capital Cities, Liam Drew. Joe Lucas on the 71 plate out of Southland there. There's a battle on though, the middle of the pack. That must be Warren Boggess and Craig Barrington. Into the second corner they go, Craig Barrington going low, Boggess going high. Boggess managing to get the wheels down, it must be those golden wheels into it. Here we go as we come back, we're looking for Stuart Marsh on the 611 out of the Hawke's Bay. Oh my giddy out, Barrington and Boggess going for it. It's hammer time here in Alex.
Alrighty, this is our men under 23. This is race 229, and it looks like Nick Cowie from Southland, who now resides in Cambridge. Oh, he's come off. That's not a good sort of thing. But we got Land Brown, here as well in the action. This is 747 of Jack Stanley there from Cromwell. He's on the charge. He's leading from the front. Jack wants the piece of the action as well. But it's the 208 plate of Owen Brown there from Christchurch. He's sitting in behind the spot. Stanley's going to have to work for it because Brown is all over his back wheel. But it looks like Jack Stanley will hold on. He'll take out the 1 spot. Owen Brown from Christchurch City for the 2. Kennedy Brown for the 3, Kennedy for the 4, and Hurley for the 5. But unfortunately for Nick Cowie, when he went down in that first corner, he certainly was putting his bike on a 45-degree angle. Cameron Lang unfortunately went into the back of him as well as he crosses over the finish line. But let's hope Nick Cowie's not too bad and he'll be back ready and fighting for round number 6.
I tell you what, Manawa, these guys are flying here. I was just looking last night, you know, they're averaging 30 to 34 second lap times around this track. It's great to see the Nick back up on his feet, taking some deep breaths, as I'm sure you would be. Thanks to BMX New Zealand, though, that is our men under 23. Racing real hard here. Hopefully Nick's going to be okay.
Nick's a true battler there, Brenton. He's had his spills and his strolls as well over his career. But I'm sure he'll be back, as we say, fighting for round number 6.
Yep, just another reminder, please. Riders should be making their way around to the pits, and if you are free on the 9th of February, get into it, register for the Wellington Regional Champs, and again, another shout out, last entries for Oceania Championships to close tonight, so make sure you get those in. And it's the gates dropped on race number 230, thanks to BMX New Zealand. It's our second gate here of men under 23. They're into their work as they go. It looks like it's going to be the Odo 6 plate there. That is the rider of Ben James into the whole shot, as we're looking for Jacob Shaw, Zachary Arnold, Hunter Sterling, Lindsley, Flynn Harrison and Braden King. But here they go into the second corner, coming back down into single file. It is now. It is the 806 of Ben James, though, out the front. The 883 there in the number 2 spot. That's from Dunedin. That is none other than Jacob Shaw as they round it out there. Zachary Arnold in the 3, Hunter Sterling Lindsay in the 4. Looks like how it's going to be as they cross the line there for race number 230. And Manawa, that is moto number 5 finished, mate.
Unbelievable, Brenton. We're up to race 275 shortly. Actually, I can't even get that right myself.
No, 231, mate. 231.
I'm too far ahead, aren't I?
Welcome to
the action's fast and furious, and I can't even keep up.
But hey, a big shout out again. Thank you to Jack Links getting in behind BMX New Zealand to help make this happen. Mate, we've got a drone out. The weather here in Alex is stunning. Just absolutely amazing.
Brenton, they're not waiting for us, because I tell you what, Sprockets 5 and under are already coming at us thick and fast. This is race 231, as we said. And it looks like we've got a couple of riders there from Alexandra coming towards us. It's the 257 Spencer White and Evie Campbell there on the 177, sitting back there in the 2 spot. On the 801 is Reed Jolly from North Canterbury. He's sitting there in that 3 spot. I'm sure Emma Bell and Elise Wood. Lucas Williamson there from North Canterbury as well. They're having a ton of fun here in Alexandra here at the 2025 BMXNZ titles. But it is the local rider of Evie Campbell. She's riding the 177. I'll tell you what, I love that Alex Jolly, Brenton. It stands out. And the 457 again from Alexandra. Spencer White, he'll cross over, followed by the 801 of Reed Jolly for the 3.
Yeah, mate, I might have to get me an Alexandra top before I leave here.
You've been converted, Brenton.
I sure have, mate. Sure have. Here we go. The gate is dropped on race number 232, thanks to BMX New Zealand. Now, this is our last round for our Sprocket Rockets, so they're throwing everything at it. They're into the work, though. Here we go as we look to see who's going to get the whole shot. It's the 821 as I look over the scaffold here. That is your rider. Must be 827, I must be making these numbers up. That's my mate, it's Colton Rafe out of Christchurch. He's into it, but he's got company in the form of the 326 in there somewhere too. That's Enzo Steedman. Riley Reid there from Cromwell in the 259. The Mountain Raider of the 128 plate, that's Indy Kong. Bo Rushbrook out of Cromwell in the 250 as well. And Carl Sarzi on the 115 out of North Harbour as they go around for that corner there. This is their last time crossing the finish line here at the 2025 BMX New Zealand South Island titles. And what a great day and a great weekend of racing.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to hear the cheering for our Sprockets as they make their way around the track for the last time this weekend. These are your Sprocket 6 mix brought to you by BMX New Zealand. But it is the 327 who's going to get the whole shot in the form of Quinn Ruff there from Christchurch, sitting in and out of that first corner. He goes for the last time. Sitting back and behind him is the 305 from Waitakere. Ollie Deutsch sitting there in that 2. But at the moment, it is the rider there from Alexandra on the 327. On the sorry, Christchurch City. Get it right, I apologise here. It is the Christchurch City rider leading from the front over the Westie Express, as we call him, with Ollie there from Waitakere, who will take out the 2 spot. And the local rider from the 788, Cooper Deacon for 3. And the 963, crossing the last for the last time, is Marco McKee from Alexandra.
Here we go, and we're into race number 234. This will be their last one for the day. This is our Sprocket 6 mix. We're into the work. Here we go. It looks like it's a local rider, the 455. That's Reeve Steffens out of Alex there. That is definitely the local rider in behind him, though the East City rider on the 1419. That's Haru Shimada. Those two are banging bars. Into the work they go. Another Alex rider. Oh, no, it's not another Alex rider. It's just another rider wearing an Alex jersey. Into the work they go. Here we're looking forward who it is. As we're coming towards me now, it is the 312 plate. That is Jasper Sweetman there in the Alex jersey, but we've also got Abby Buchanan there from Southland on the 523. Into the work though, Freya Paulson on the 237 at Christchurch, and Brooke Colley on the 533 out of Southland.
Rightio, these are our 13 boys brought to you by GWD Queenstown. But it is none other than the NBR match components rider in the form of the pocket rocket of Rigo Ryan. He's on the skinny digit of the NZ1. Murphy from Christchurch City on the 134. Sitting in behind him, and Inns Whistle there from Alexandra. Sitting there in the 3 swapper. Rico Ryan goes in and out of that second corner. Turn he goes, get all of the medals. He makes his way down the road. Nice man, it's nice jumping there by Rico. Tell you what, this boy's got the skills to pay the bills. But it is Murphy from Christchurch City trying to close the gap on Murphy. Over on Rico, sorry there. But it looks like Rico Ryan will take it out over Murphy, and Innes from Alexandra for the 3.
Here we go, thanks to GWD. Manawa, you and I seem to have the same disease, mate. GWD Queenstown, it's race number 236. Into the whole shot though, it's the 430 plate though. That's Charlie Winton out of Tauranga. He's a local lad in your area there, Manawa, but Jono Hansen out of Dunedin's chasing him down. He's on the 157. I'm looking for Austin Stronach, Angus Morgan, Dylan Sazi, Brooklyn Hansen, and Ollie Norris, but it is the 430 plate. That is Tauranga's Charlie Whittington into the last corner. He goes, throwing it down, being chased though by Jono Hansen. And to the work they go. This is exciting racing here for race number 236, thanks to GWD Queenstown.
Here we go. This is brought to you by BP To Go Cromwell, who are powering these group of riders. In the 15 boys, we got Jurgis, Mar from Dunedin. I got that right, I think. Lester Harvey, Stedman, and Culver, I think it is, in Capital. But it is the triple 4 plate of Charlie Lester from Dunedin. He's on the charge, he's leading from the front, he's got that clean fresh air as he goes down this 3rd straight in moto number 6 of our 15 boys. I tell you what, there's a battle on there between 2 and 3. That was nice riding there by Stedman and Jurgermeister. And I tell you what, she's all action and plenty. Lester will take out the 1 spot, followed by Stedman and Harvey for the 3.
Here we go, thanks to BP To Go Cromwell. Into the work they go, the second gate of 15 boys. It's motor number 6, race number 238. There they go, into the whole shot. It's the 822 plate. That is the Harwheeler rider of Caleb Watt, but he's got Ben Shaw on the 196 in behind him. Then sitting in the number 3 spot, Ben Colden, that's the birthday boy. Into the work though, Cooper Howell looking for a spot too. He's making a move up the outside. What's going to happen? The battle's on for 3 and 4. Into the last corner they go. Who's going high? Who's going low? Who can throw the pedals down? Look at the finish line. This is exciting racing. It's going to be down in scores, as it looked like Cooper Howell was throwing the pedals down.
Rightio, you give a rider an inch and he'll take you for a mile, Brendan, as we saw. But this is our 16 boys, brought to you by Playground Bike Company. What a cool sponsor to have on board. But it is the 108 from the Mountain Rail of Bryson Joyce, leading over the format there from Dunedin and Hartness there from Capital. Parks, Jurgis, Mara and Wilkinson are Annunciation as well. But it is Bryson Joyce here in our 16 boys, he's on the charge. Nice manuals there, shown by Bryson as he goes in and out of that corner here in moto number 6. But McCormick's will breathe down his neck and he closes the gap. It looks like Bryson will be too good, too strong. And he'll take out race 239 over McCormick and then Huckers will breathe.
Here we go, thanks to MN Butler, Plumbing and Drainage. It's the first gate of 14 boys, race number 240. It's the Rotorua plate there. That's Noah Evans on the double 7 digits. It's in the 271 though in behind him. That's Blake Glover with the SI6 of Reed McDonald chasing him down. Harware is 945. That's Jacob White and Jack West out of Cambridge on the 500 plate. In the thick of it too, but it's none other than Noah Evans, the lad out of Rotorua. He's into the last corner first. Can he maintain it into the corner as he's being chased down by Blake Glover and Reed McDonald there pushing hard for a spot. to round out race number 240.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our second group of 14 boys, brought to you by Butler Plumbing and Drainage. Great to have him on board here, supporting our 14 boys. But it is a rider there from Dunedin in the form of Lucas Sweater there. He got the whole shot over Hegan, Stedman and Drew, but it is the 157 plate there being put on display here at South Island Titles. And he's leading from the front as he's got that clean fresh air, makes his way down the rhythm section. But I tell you what, she's action of plenty here in this group as we got a rider breathing down his neck. He's trying to close his neck. Stedman from Christchurch City. It's going to be a battle to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what this can do. Between Stedman, who's just taking the other there, and Hegan for 3.
Rob Lang contracting being announced race number 242. This is our male 20-inch, 40 to 44. They're into it early, I tell you what, here we go. This is some exciting racing. We've got undercuts, we've got overcuts, and we've lost a rider, unfortunately. But they're back into it. Here we go. Kurt Bagby on the 296. He looks like he's out the front with Scott Murphy out of Cambridge on the 135 in the mix there too. He's currently in the 2, but in behind him it's the 130 plate though. That's Cameron Kane of the Christchurch rider with Daniel McKilney, Nick Toswell, Sean McKinley. As they're pushing hard, it looks like our fallen rider, unfortunately, Jason Jolly on the 323.
Just looking at the replays, Brenton, being broadcast around the globe. I tell you what, undercuts, we got lower cuts, we got lows, we got mid, we got everything coming here today and day number 2, Brenton.
Mate, it is exciting racing. I tell you what, Manawa, the weather down here is spot on. Just got the new word for hawera, H-dub. Is the comments coming through on the YouTube channel, and that's a great thing, a great reminder too, Manawa. We got those replays happening on the YouTube channel as the crowd claps for Jason on his way back through to the finish line. Better to get back up unassisted.
As you make our way back up to the gate, we got our DR holders bringing us the 45 20 inch. We got Jurg Kumar from Dunedin, Parker Gamble, and Brandon from Christchurch City. I don't know what the thing's doing, mate, but he's processing around that first corner, but he's going to go around the outside of Parker to see what he can do. He's going hunting and searching, he's going shopping as he makes his way down the third straight. Big thing, maybe giving rest to Tony. There was Parker at the moment holding on to it, but Big D's still
Here we go, second gate of 45 plus male 20 inch, thanks to DR Builders into the work early though. Rotoro is Greg Hughes. He wants the whole shot and he's going to get it, but in behind him it's the 111 plate there. That's Dunedin's Hunter Bird. We're also in the mix with the 423 plate of Prep Kersey, Tony Thornley on the 246, and James Grubb on the 477, the local lad. Back into the work though they go, coming towards me now, Greg Hughes. Look at those manuals, he's got the skills to pay the bills. Into the last corner he goes for the last of the qualifying round here in Alex for the 2025 BMX New Zealand South Island titles as he just rolls across that finish line.
Rightio, this next group of 15 to 16 girls is brought to you by Highway Services, Treble Morris, Beg, Snigler and Thornley. It is the 1, 2, 3 from Christchurch City in the form of Molly Treble. Oh, she did get the whole shot and she had to move out of the way because coming through was Kate Morris here from Southland, who's moved up into that one top, but we know what Holly Treble can do. It's bar action between Treble and Morris at the moment. As they make their way down that little section of the single.
Mate, it looks like your mic's struggling to keep up with you and you're struggling to keep up with the race, but we're into it again. It's the 246, thanks to Tourism Talent Limited New Zealand and Australia. We're into 9 boys here. It looks like it's a Christchurch rider there. That's Cameron Benson on the NZ5. He's got a couple of Cromwell boys chasing him down though, in the form of Frank Waters on the 253 and Angus Morris on the 787. Back down to come towards me now as we're looking to see the Cambridge rider of Archie West. He's trying to make a move. He's got company though. He's got a Rotorua rider, the 99 plate of Rex Olsen all over his back. The 458 from Southland of Lockie Sinclair in the mix there too as we cross the line for race number 246.
Right, already Brendan going to race 247. Now second group of 9 boys, of course, you have the semi-final coming up shortly. Looks like Noah Lindsay got the best of the gate starts as he makes his way in and out of that first corner, but it is Samuel Grubber got the whole shot over Lindsay. But it is the NZ8 leading from the front well, and it's Jai sitting back there in that 2 quarter of the moment. We've sitting there in the 3, but also he's going to mix the action as well. But it is Samuel Grubber on the NZ8. I tell you, we're right over below, push the right out, but he probably won't have the speed. Let's see what he can do. In the 3, 2, 5, 7, we'll take it out over 7 and Grubber 3.
Another gate of exciting racing here thanks to Tourism Talent Limited New Zealand Australia. It's another gate of 9 boys. Logan Healy into the work early out of Te Awamutu. He looks like he's going to get the whole shot, but he's got company in the form of the NZ4. That's once again your Mountain Raider, the Pocket Rocket, Jaden Barrett. He's into it though. He's got the SI5 from New Plymouth of Leo Charlton all over him. What's going to happen? Oh, Jaden Barrett takes an undercut. Gets in through past there, Logan Healy. Caden Wilson in the mix there too on the 288 with Henry Bulling on the 910. George McIntyre on the 958, the local lad out of Alex, looking for a piece of the action, but it's going to be Jaden Barrett taking us through to race number 248.
Radio coming at us thick and fast, around 10 girls, brought to you by 10 Second Racing. Georgia Chloe Words, McMillan, Campbell, Barrington, Parker, Williamson. Your riders, but it is the formidable force of the Mountain Raider, Georgia Chloe Words. She's on the 301 plate. She hasn't dropped a lap all weekend, and I tell you what, she wants the coverage out. I'm sure the other girls want a piece of the action. McMillan's sitting there in the and of course Alexander as well, but it is the polka dot Edwards over that tabletop she goes, and she'll make her way towards the finish line and take out race 249, brought to you by TNC Contracting.
Here we go, thanks to CXP Racing, it's race number 250. This has been a group to watch. It's the 17 plus female, the local Leicester 57 plate into the whole shot. That is Holly Oldham, and she's into the work early with Selena Pfister in behind her on the 581. We got Taylor Arnold there in the 3 at the moment. What can she do? We got Ellie Bennett having a go there too, going in low. Can Ellie pull it out? Looks like Ellie might have had the pedals over Taylor. Taylor wants a piece of the pie into the last corner. This is where the action's at, I tell you. Taylor Arnold going in round. We're going to throw it down. It's going to be a Taylor Ellie burn-off into the last stretch they go. Throwing the pedals as they cross the finish line. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to the 20-minute break that we'll have after racing before we head into the semi-finals. Manawa.
Already coming at us already from Kakakura sharing around 11 boys. And I tell you what, these boys have certainly been giving us plenty of thrills this weekend. But it is the rider there from Rotorua, Max Olsen. I tell you what, he's had some smooth riding already. He hasn't dropped a lap, but it is a 940 rider leading from the front. And the rider there from the Shark Tank, we're all heading to in a couple of weeks for the Oceania title. And the form of Mr. Hickey, he's sitting back there in that 2 spot. Hey, Bird there from Te Awamutu on the NZ, he's sitting there in the 3. And of course, Kobe Guys is sitting there in the 4 from Dunedin. And there's a rider there from the Rotorua on the 940. Also will take out one more Hickey for the 2 and Bird for the 3.
Here we go, it's race number 252, a second gate of 11 boys, and they're throwing it down. I tell you, thanks to Kokota shearing into the work they go. Look, see who's going to get the whole shot at mile. That was too close to call for me. That might have been your NZ4 of Baden Prescott, but you got the 357 there. That's Artie Kokota. He's pushing hard, he wants a piece. Can he get it back as we're coming down? We got Caden McKenzie out of Christchurch on the SI4. Heath Boyce on the 124 in the mix there too with Millen Hamlin on the 228. Cohen Blair on the 180 plate and Jamie McIlwick on the 956, but it's all going to be battle. What's Caden going to do? Looks like he's coming down the outside. Maybe a pedal more would have helped, but that's how it's going to be as we roll out race number 252.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Holly's coming Alexander is at 12 boys happening at the moment. And I tell you what, Braden Braggy at the best of the All Stars, followed there by Birch, but at the moment it is Braden, it is Carter, from his leading. Here in the 225, Braden Braggy from Waitaka. He's leading over Jackson Carroll from East City. He's sitting there in that 3 spot at the moment, but it is the Cromwell show of Simmons. Nice jump into that third corner, showing their bike out. But the Taekwondo riders are push the Cromwell rider out. Is that going to make he's going to hold on over big 2 and not just 3.
It's our second gate here of 12 boys, thanks to Foley's Plumbing and Alexandra Tobias Dickinson into the work nice and early. But now he's got company in the form of Brock O'Neill. I tell you what, into the whole shot, Brock goes on the NZ3. But it's the 609 plate out of Southland, it's Sam Brand. He's got a piece of the action too. Into the work though behind him, you got Sam Glover, I thought it was, on the 140 plate. Currently in the 4th spot and might be as they come back around. That's how it's going to be. The 100 defeats on the 211 and Mason Jeffkin on the 257 trying to get some action. But it's going to be Brock O'Neill on the NZ3 with Tobias Dickinson in the 2. As we round out here, race number 254, thanks to Foley's Plumbing, Alexandra.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another group brought to you by Foley's Plumbing, Alexandra, Morris, Wilson and Bird are out here on the track at the moment as they get the strong medals and they show us their skills and their talents today as they make their way towards the semi-finals coming up shortly. There's the 1-1-2 from Dunedin in the form of Goff. He's out in front leading over the Cromwell rider from Morris and then Murphy from Christchurch City sitting back there in the 3 spot. We've got Scott Wilson in the third as well, pronunciation, but it is a rider there from Dunedin. He's putting on a great show on the 1-1-2. He'll cross over the finish line, make out race 2-5 with Morris and
Dunstan Automotive bringing us this 15 to 24 cruiser in race number 256. The back and forwards of this race has been intense out the front. We've got it, it's the 883 plate there of Jacob Shaw. He's got company though, where he's been all day. Zachary Arnold all over his back wheel. What's going to happen in the second corner? What can Zach pull out? It doesn't look like he's going to. Jacob Shaw hanging on. Deacon McCormick and Ben Pollard in there too with Braden King finding some space. But it's going to be Jacob Shaw versus Zachary Arnold down the final straight. What can Zach do? Can he throw a pedal down? Oh my giddy aunt. That was some exciting racing there from those two.
once again, thanks to Stephen Air Consulting and Stevie Force also on our camera, which is great to see. And these are our 11 to 12 girls making their way down this first straight over the South Island titles. It looks like Olivia Anderson had a blinder of a all-star and she's leading from the front. Norris is sitting there in the 2 spot, followed there by Whistle and Mallard is sitting there in that 4 spot at the moment. But it is the NZ7 from the Mountain Raiders sitting out there in front. Norris is going to have to do something if she wants to close the gap over Anderson. Let's see what this third corner can do. It's certainly thrills this weekend. But it looks like Anderson's still leading from the front and the property crossover. Take out race 257 over Norris and also from outside. We're settled for the 3.
Here we go, it's the second game of 11 and 12 girls again. Thank you to Stephen Air Consulting for bringing us this. Skylar Hansen getting into the work and making the most of it on the 7-2-3 plate. She's into the whole shot, there we go with the NZ5. That's Ali Morgan in behind her. Daisy Branks on the 7-2-2. Trying to get a piece of the pie along the way with her mate Maddie Sinclair on the 4-5-5 with Brianna Steedman on the 8-2-4 in there too. But coming back down towards me now, it's none other than Skylar Hansen. She's got the skills to pay the bills, as smooth as Cadbury Dairy Milk. Into the work she goes, round the corner, into the last of the qualifying rounds for our 11 and 12 girls here at the 2025 BMX New Zealand South Island titles.
shout out to TS Engineering for bringing us our 10 boys as they make their way down this first straight. I'll tell you what, she's a pretty clean start, but it's then Jackson Wolfhard leading from the front. He's on the charge. He's been hitting his marks all weekend. I tell you what, he's had a smooth ride today, like he did all day yesterday as well. But sitting right behind him, so right there from North Canterbury. Connie is sitting there in that 2 spot. Braxton from New Plymouth, sitting back there in that 3 spot. But it is the rider there for me, sitting the well number 3, Jackson Wolfhard. I tell you what, it's changing in the guard there, because it looks like the rider there from North Canterbury may have just hit Wolfhard. No, it looks like Wolfhard is just out. Over Hudson to Braxton to the 3. What a ride, boys.
Holy smoke, Batman, that was one. Gate it was, and here we go. Comes the next one. This is going to be just as good. It's the 260 race, thanks to TS Engineering Limited. Into the whole shot, though, the 356. This kid has been flying faster than Batman. Chasing Robin, it's Hendrix Kohakota. He's into the work with Otis Rupa. Behind him on the NZ4 with Ryan Van Zolen on the 958. Here we go, but it's going to be Hendrix Kohakota. He's been putting the work in, and it is paying off. Do the mahi, get the treats, as they say. Into the work though, Blake Jenkins, Jackson Hegan and Thomas Harper, all trying to get themselves around here in the last of the qualifying rounds at the BMX New Zealand South Island titles.
I tell you what, Brenton, this group is like a seagull with a chip as they go hunting, searching and shopping from start to finish. It's certainly been an action-packed group brought to us by TS Engineering, but we got the 9 boys the mountain ladder with the He's leading from the front over right there from Kaitanga to the feature Kohakota. Luca Hudson from New Plymouth is sitting there in that 3 spot at the moment, but Caden McDonald's got a nice comfortable lead at the moment over the rest of the pack. But I'm sure the sharp head rider of Hudson want to try and close the gap and get maximum points leading up to the semi-final. But as the McDonald show, the 9:46 across the finish line, followed there by Kohakota, and Hudson's going to settle for the 3.
Here we go, thanks to Connect Drainage and Earthworks. It's the motor race number 262, motor number 6. It's our 8 to 9 girls, and into the work earlier, you can tell it's the Cromwell rider of the 611 of Isla Reid. She's into the work with Winnie Murphy from Christchurch, and behind her on the 137, Addison Stevens on the 254, and the Cromwell rider there in the 3. As we're looking to see the local lass of Elena White there on the 421. Elise Jeffcoat there in the mix there too. This is all plenty. Those races, the pack is there we go, Manawa. I've lost the plot officially. It's the race of races. It's the 262. Thanks to Connect Drainage and Earthworks here, our 8 to 9 girls. And this has been one of a show.
Feel your pain, Brenton. Hear your tongue twisted. I tell you what, Brenton, we said we have to commentate at 1 trillion miles an hour because the races are coming at us at 1 trillion miles an hour as well. These are 8 to 9 boys brought to you by Connect Drainage and Earthworks. But it is B. Stevens, Loxley, Bagby leading over Stevens. We've got Violet Jobs sitting back there in that 3 spot on the 912 from Alexander Sinclair, O'Hannon and Robertson as well. But it is a rider there from Cromwell just down on the road. She's on the 258 plate. She's pumping her way down this rhythm section. Nice pumping being shown there by Bobby. She makes her way in and out of that third corner. Turn third she goes. And she'll cross the finish line. She'll take it out over the back beat from Cambridge for the 2. And Violet Job on the 912 for the 3.
And thank you to Foursquare Alexander for bringing us race number 264. This is our 8 boys. This is their first time in challenge class, Manawa. These boys have thrown it down. It's all about the positions now. They're going to be racing for a spot in their finals, that's for sure. We got Maddox Gardner, Soda Shimada, Ryan Entwistle, Grayson Kerno, James Bayless and James Bell. Into the work they go, back out. There's a battle on here for 1 and 2. It must be Max Gardner on the 547 out of the Hutt Valley Thunderbolts. He's having it. Oh no, the East City rider loses a pedal. Just couldn't get it back. And he's back up on his bike, which is great to see. Unfortunately, dropping a long spots there. But there we go, Max Gardner taking the one on the 264. Ron Entwistle out of Alex, the local lad, on the 866 coming through. And Grayson Perno rounding us out.
And as you say, Brendan, this is their first time as a challenge rider. Who will be in the final? Only 8 riders are going to the 8 final. But at the moment, there's Money here to Walker Hudson, Rushbrook, Ashton and Naylor out there doing the business, putting the pedals to the metals, trying to get maximum races the last time now. But is it a magnificent rider from Alexandra in the form of Parker Money here? He's on the charge over Archer Walker there from Cromwell. And the rider there from the Shark Tank, Lynn Hudson, is sitting back there in the 3 spot. We can't wait to go to the Shark Tank in a couple of weeks' time. But it is the rider there from Cromwell who's got the low in the gut over Money here, and he's moved up into the 1 cross. He'll gain maximum down this round. Good ride there by Archie Walker. Take out the 1 cross over Money here for the 2 Hudson.
Here we go, thanks to AWS Legal Alexandra. We're into the 13 or 14 girls. This has been a race of races though. Dunedin rode on the 177 of Elisa Bird. She's been chased down all weekend long by Maddie Newcomb out of Rotorua on the 149. Quinn Lindsay on the 793 out of Cromwell's in there somewhere too, alongside Honor McCabe on the 832 out of Southland. We're looking for Emily Wilkinson on the 370 and Ashley Brown on the 111. The 272 plate of Ayla Harper in there too. But as they come around the corner, it's going to be Elisa Bird on the 117. She looks like she's going to take it comfortably there over Maddie Newcomb and Quinn Lindsay. Thanks to AWS Legal Alexandra.
Radio rolling down the starter, we're out 25 to 39 mile. Brought to you by Ollie Lyons, Lee Chapman, and Dan McCombie, Hook Robinson, Kahukura in the lines, but it is Lee Chapman, I think it is. He got the whole shot on the 337 over Dan McCombie there from Dunedin, and Nathan Adair there from Alexandra. But Lee Chapman, he's on the charge still, but McCombie's taking the lead. And Robinson from Rotorua slotted into that 3 spot. Sitting in that 4 spot. Dan's, I tell you what, he pushed out Robinson. He's got up into that 3 spot. What a line shown in by Adair to move up into the, I tell you what, action of plenty here in the 25 to 39 mate.
Mate, it's been one good to watch, that's for sure. But this one has been too. This is our 13 or 14 cruiser mail, thanks to House of Travel Alexandra. It's press number 268. Here we go. Are we going 2-1 into the first corner? It looks like oh no! That was into the work they go. It is on to, hopefully we got the riders okay. He's come up off the side of the track into the first place. Cooper Angus Morgan on the NZ3. It looks like might be out the front. As he's pushing through, it's going to be your NZ2 though, of Dylan Sarzi in the number 2. Quint Parker there, oh my giddy yarn. Here we go, it's action aplenty, Manawa, action aplenty. Thanks to the House of Travel here, we are watching the race number 268. Hopefully that looks like our other rider is back up and is okay as well. As they go around the corner there, and it's our rider Cooper Murphy on, is it Cooper Murphy? Could be, numbers don't seem to match up as they come across the track there.
Brendan, you leave the door open and that's what happens when you can go from 1 to 4.
It sure is.
Rightio, this is the first of our 2 groups now, 35 to 49 cruiser mail, brought to you by Carol Stratford from Property Brokers. But it is Mr. D himself, he's leading from the front. Cameron Kay's decided I'm going to have a piece of the action as well. Scott Murphy from Christchurch City, Foley, Jeffco Waters and Rogers as well. I tell you what, these men are all going for gold. But it is the 130 plate at the moment, leading from the front. But Jail goes mine, so I'll tell you what, I'm getting tongue twisted as well. But it was Cameron Kay, I should say, over Derek and Murphy for the 3.
I've been getting personalised listening all weekend here from Derek, which has hopefully been helpful. But Property Brokers, Carol Statford, thank you for bringing us race number 270. Out the gate like a rocket, it's Kurt Padby on the 296. He's pushing hard, but he's got the pocket rocket the older pocket rock, and this is Lindsay Barrett. It's the 589 plate out of the Mountain Raiders. Oh no, the cross-stitch rider. That's Justin Harper. He managed to get a nose in front. We got a rider out of Southland though. He's there, Darren Colley and Nige Rafe. He's into the work as well, but it looks like it's going to be Kurt Bagby. As we come around there, we're looking to see can Lindsay Barrett do it. He's going to be down to the pedals. It's going to be all across. I tell you, that one shoot there at the end, Manawa, looks pretty short.
And coming out already our cruise of females brought to you by Whitewater Plumbing. And it looks like Captain Rossi had a behind the whole start, but it looks like the world number one from Rotorua. And then Amy, she got the whole shot and she's leading from the front. And Taylor Arnold there from Toto is sitting there in the 2 spot. Selena Feisner from the Mountain Raiders. He's riding the 581 plate at the moment. She's sitting back there in that 3 spot. Pat Morris, Destiny Stewart, and also Nikki Bonds all there from North Harbour sitting back there in the 6 spot. But it is the world number one, and what a show she put on Rockall back in the day. She'll cross the finish line and take out race 271 over Arnold for the 2 and Destiny for the 3.
Here we go, thanks to Still Alexander. It's 8-12 Cruiser Mix, race number 272. As we draw a close on our qualifying rounds, a reminder there'll be a 20-minute break after this racing finishes before we hit the semi-finals. But there we go, Tate Burden with the skills to drill. He's clocking up some air points coming into that first corner, he was. But Caden McKenzie out of Christchurch, he's got an undercut in. What can Tate do? It looks like he's winding up for something. He is, he's winding up for an air show. Into the work though, Nixon Murphy, Hattie Barrington and Nathan Swain in there too. But here we go. It looks like it was all about Tate getting some air miles as he crosses the finish line for race number 272.
Brenton, maybe Tate's considering the one of the Woodward show.
Yeah, wrong place.
Wrong place, Tate. But maybe there's another calling for you. Anyway, we're back to the action here at the BMXNZ South Island Titles. I better get the right moto shooter, brought to you by Nelson Drill Brass. These are our cruiser, 50 plus males. And we've got Shane Parker at the moment, leading from the front on the 228. Sitting back there in that 2 spot from Capital in the Wellington region is Liam Drew, Craig Berrington there from Sunset Coast is in the 3 spot at the moment. Adam Cook, of course, from Christchurch City, sitting back there in the 4. But it is Shane Parker who's having a nice cruisy ride down the last straight. Moto number 6, he'll take out race 273, over through, and Berrington's in the 3/4.
Here we go again, thanks to Nelson, Drill and Blast, it's race number 274, and into the work he goes as he has been all day. Your SI1, that is Greg Hughes out of Rotorua. We got Les Gamble. Les, just to let you know, mate, your sister is watching. She's let us know on the YouTube. It's Les, Joe Lucas as well there with Golden Wheels Boggess in the mix too. As he comes around the corner, they're lining it up. It's going to be, that's how it looks like. It's going to be Stuart Marsh, Greg Hughes, Joe Lucas, Les Gamble, Warren Boggess, Stuart Marsh into the last corner they go. Last of the qualifying rounds for these gentlemen as they work themselves around across to the finish line. Very civilised. Thanks to Nelson, Drill and Blast for race number 273.
Rightio, rolling down the gate of the Fast and Furious race around men number 23, and it looks like Kenan Brown got the best of the hill, starts over Ben James, but it is the Cromwell rider on the 806, Ben James. He's leading from the front and he's got a massive lead over the rest of the back. Kenan Brown, Hunter Sterling, Lindsay 82 at the moment, but it looks like Kennedy sitting there in that 2 spot. Brown's back there in the 3 spot by Ben James down the road of Cromwell. He's on the charge, he'll go in and out, and he goes over that tabletop, and he's going to cross over the finish line and take out race 275 in a battle for the 2-3. And it looks like Kennedy's just held out over Sterling Lindsay.
Here we go in the last of our qualifying rounds. It's race number 276 thanks to BMX New Zealand for our men under 23, and they're into the work they go. It looks like it's going to be Cameron Lang getting the whole shot. It sure is. He could Dunedin rider on the 82 plate. Unfortunately, Nick Howie not making the start line. Jacob Shaw, Zachary Arnold, Jack Stanley, Ryan Hurley, Braden King. They're on the mix there too, looking quite civilised as they come back down towards us. I tell you what, Cameron Lang's been looking real good all weekend. Into the last corner he goes. Last of the qualifying round. Some of these riders are so close. Oh, Zachary Arnold pushing it hard. Is that going to be enough to get him through to the finals? We're going to have to check scores, but just a reminder to our YouTube watchers, to our people on the track side here at Alex BMX, that is it for 20 minutes before we head across to semi-final racing. Just a reminder, if you weren't sure, as we look it up, the semi-finals, there's only a number of them before we then head across, obviously, into final racing. So make sure you check out scores to see whether you need to be coming across for that semi-final racing in 20 minutes. We will call you to the pits when you are required, but that'll be our 9 boys, 12 boys, and 10 boys. So check scores, find out if you've made it through to the semi-finals, but there will be a 20-minute break before then. Till then, catch you soon.
So come up and then you have a speed limit. Did the same thing this morning. One up down. Yeah. So the speed limit. I done it on the third one.
Stuck in a hurricane, 'cause everything around you just keeps on turning. I can see you searching for the escape. Fire in your heart, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Fire in your heart, it just keeps on burning.
Okay, welcome back. We can see the riders making their way up to the gate for the first semi-final of 3. This is our 9 boys semi-final. Thanks to Tourism Talent Limited, New Zealand and Australia. A big welcome back to you on the live stream. What a view coming up. You can see the riders making their way up to the start gate. This is some exciting stuff. Jumping over to the live stream. Great to see the comments coming through. Adam Bartram with Bring It Home, the Hornet. Jessica Dello, Let's Go Brock. And Anna McConchy, Go Hudson. Mum is cheering you on from hospital. So Anna, we hope you're okay. And no doubt watching some great racing here. Thanks to Jack Links and BMX New Zealand. Manawa Mason, how are you this afternoon, sir?
Fantastic, Brenton, and I tell you what, after the morning's racing, mate, we had all the thrills and the spills, as we call it, and here we are now leading into our semi-finals, 9-10 into our boys.
Yeah, mate, super exciting racing, and Alex, BMX Club has definitely put it on for us here. The sun is coming out, light breeze in the air, but it is lining up to be what would be considered epic racing now for these finals.
Of course, these are all 6-rider semi-finals, but only the top 4 go through to the final. So here we go, 9 boys locked and loaded, semi-final number 1. Rightio, the gate slaps down, brought to you by Tourism Talent New Zealand and Australia. And as I said, only the top 4 go through, so who wants that coveted South Island title the most? Let's wait and see. In and out of this first corner to go to. It looks like Jaden Garrett's leading the way at the moment over Children, Goff and Wilson. They are your top 4. Lindsay and Lyons are going to have to work hard for it if they want to get through into the final. But at the moment, Barrett's leading the way over Children, Goff and Wilson. He is the Mountain Raider over New Plymouth. Dunners and Kai Tangata, but the NZ for Jaden Barrett. He's got a healthy lead as he goes over that tabletop. Children, Goff and Wilson are going to have to work hard for it as well because Lindsay and Lyons are right behind them. What a semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. Barrett, Goff, Wilson, Lindsay, they're your top 4. Unfortunately, Lyons and Children are going to have to go home.
Heartbreak hotel there for our New Plymouth rider, mate, into that second corner. Just not coming out of it. Been riding great all weekend.
Are they doing telling
Yeah, never a nice sight to see in the semi-final, Brenton, when you put in all the mahi, as we said, the 6 qualification rounds, of course, the semi-final, and to go out there in that way is not the way to finish a weekend.
No, not at all.
All right, we go.
Here we go, up on the gate now. Second gate of semi-finalists for our 9 boys. Thank you to Tourism Talent Limited, New Zealand, Australia. They're into it again, as Manoa's been saying. It's the top 4 gonna get themselves through. Who's got the whole shot? It looks like it's a Te Aomuru rider. The 728 plate there coming round the corner. That might be Logan Healy on the 728. In fact, it is, but he's got company. That must be Cameron Denson from Christchurch is all over him, with the Commonwealth rider sitting in the 3rd spot. That's Angus Morris. So at the moment, it's Cameron Denson, Logan Healy, Angus Morris, and Samuel Grubb. It's anybody's call, though. The 4th position is not safe. It's all go here, the 1, 2, and 3 around the corner. As we look to see what's going to happen with the 4th, it looks like it might be our Cambridge rider possibly taking it there, as we look to see the official results come across the line. As you can see them up on your screen, that is some exciting racing for our 9 boys semi-finals. And again, Manawa, listen, I think we're all going to be there, aren't we, Manawa? The 2nd of February, Oceania's at the New Plymouth Club. That'll be locking and loading. Entries closed tonight, mate, so hopefully you've got yours in.
I don't know if I've got one in for a racing, Brenton. Come on, mate. But certainly looking forward to visiting the Shark Tank in the Taranaki region. As you said, February 1 and 2. But of course, February 1 is a meeting being hosted by New Plymouth BMX themselves. Yes. That is taking place on the Saturday. And of course, on Sunday is the big one, the UCI Oceania Champs taking place down there in the Shark Tank. But yeah, can't wait, Brenton. But you only have till close of business today to get your entries in, ladies and gentlemen. There will be no late entries, so no excuses. And if you haven't entered yet, you have, I guess, 12 hours to go, Brenton. It's right on midday.
That's the one, mate. Get a wiggle on, as they say. Get a wiggle on. Hey, mate, listen, dialing in onto the YouTube channel. Listen, we've just had a man from all the way in Ohio tuning in, watching the BMX racing and the gorgeous track here in Alexandra, down in the central Otago. His comments are that it is a gorgeous day and beautiful track. We're very lucky people, and I tell you what, we sure are. And he would be in the 60 and over cruiser racer is where he sits, mate. So we're getting them all thick and fast from all over the world.
Age is no barrier, as we say, Brenton. But anyway, moving up to the gate, these are your 12 boys, brought to you by Foley's Plumbing Alexandra. Semi-final number 3, the first of our 2 groups, 2 our boys. Here we go, locked and loaded. Rightio, the top 4 go through, ladies and gentlemen, to the South Island Titles final, and who wants it the most? Let's wait and see, but it looks like the NBR rider O'Neill had the best of the gate starts. Nice jump into the corner, shown there by O'Neill. He is the rider there from Te Aomuru on the NZ3, but Simmons, Cromwell's in behind him, Murphy and Morris are your top 4 at the moment. Let's wait and see if this third straight the rhythm section delivers for no results, but at the moment it is the NBR match component rider. He's on the charge, he's got the pedal to the metal as he turns and burns out of that third corner over that tabletop. Looks like Brooke O'Neill will hold on to it. Carter Simmons is going to take the 2 spot. Max Morris there for the 3, and looks like Sam Glover from Kaitangata will take you 4. They're your top 4. Unfortunately, Carolyn Murphy will have to go home.
Mate, that was some exciting racing here as the starters' hands now for the next one. Here we go, thanks to Foley's Plumbing in Alexandria here. It is Tobias Dickinson out like a rocket, I tell you. Looking for the top 4. He wants the whole shot. He wants to lead from the start to the finish. It's the 609 plate though from Southland, giving him some trouble.
That is Sam Brad. He wants a piece of the pie as well. So your 1 and 2 are out there with Tobias Dickinson, Sam Brad. Kano Goff there sitting in the 3 at the moment. He's out of Dunedin on the 1-1-2, been riding great all week. It's a game, the full spot is up for grabs. It's anybody's game. It's the 2-2-5 currently there of Braden Biggs out of Kautangata. He's into the work. He's going to hang on, but we've got another rider coming up from Dunedin. Charlie Shaw making a move. Oh my giddy aunt, mate, give me a Red Bull because I need some wings as we round out here the second semi-final of our 12 boys.
Tell you what, this is our semi-finals action at its best. These are your top 10 boys, brought to you by Tesh Engineering, and we've got some speed coming at us down this first straight. Looks like Caden McDonald is it. Hendrik Kakukura, he got the whole shot. He's from Alexandra. We got the Mountain Raider, the Kaitangata rider as well, and of course another rider there from Alex are in the mix, but it's the Primitive Dunedin sitting in those bubble positions at the moment. But Hendrik Kakukura on the 3-5-6, he's on the charge down the rhythm section. Turn and burn, he'll go out of this last corner. Caden McDonald's trying to close the gap on him. Let's see what he can do. Fletcher Kakukura from Kaitangata sitting there in the 3, and Brett Shoes from New Plymouth, he'll take out the 4th spot. But unfortunately Flynn and Taylor are going to have to go again. Well done, boys.
Here we go, it's our second semi-final of our 10 boys, thanks to TS Engineering, and out the gate like a rocket, it's the world number 3, that's Jackson Roparty. He's out of the East City Club, air points into the first corner, it's the NZ4 though, he's in behind him, that's out of Capital City, that's Otis Ropia, he wants to get in there too, sitting in the 3 at the moment though, Roman Thompson on your NZ7 out of the Hawke's Bay, it's that full spot that could be anybody's at the moment right now, it's Hudson McConchie's on the 7-2-2. 7-7-2. Oh, I can't let it go so fast. I can't see. Oh, no. Heartbreak Hotel for 2 of the riders. Warren Gunning. Oh, no. BMX racing is like a box of chocolates, Manawa. You just never know what you're going to get till you cross that finish line. Obviously, our 4th rider there, though, Nathan Cook out of Christchurch. Absolutely stoked with the fist pump. But definitely Heartbreak Hotel there for Hudson and Luca in that second semi-final. Now that takes us to the end of the semi-finals, Manawa. Mate, you go chill out, relax. You've got about 20 minutes, mate, before we get back into finals racing here at the Alex BMX Club.
Thank you, Brenton. I will chill and relax.
And to the rest of the YouTube followers, make sure, thanks to Jack Links, check out the replays and have a look at what's going on and get yourself ready for some action-packed finals racing here out of Alex. Till then, see you soon. Birthday today, so a big shout out to him, hopefully watching the live stream as we get ourselves ready and organised for finals racing here at the Alex BMX Club for the 2025 BMX New Zealand South Island titles, which is lined up to be a cracker. Alex has come out in true form as we hit the beautiful Central Otago weather, so everybody here trackside, make sure you slip, slop and slap. Make sure you've got that sunscreen on. Get that water in you as we prepare to heat it up even more here in Alex. Okay, and as you can see, those of you watching the live stream, even if you're here, you know you can jump on YouTube and you can watch the live stream while you are here. You will see, as Manawa and I have been talking about all day long, entries closed for the Oceania Champs out of the new Plymouth Shark Tank. Racing on the 2nd of February, entries close tonight. You shouldn't have waited this long, but I tell you what, if you have, and this has ramped you up, get on over to BMX events.nz and register your riders for the Oceania Champs coming up in a couple of weeks in the Shark Tank. I was there this week and the track is looking mint. It is running fast. We're going to have riders from all over Oceania, a huge contingent of Aussie riders coming in. It's going to be a spectacular, I tell you. The Pro Straight is humming, the track is fast, and no doubt there's going to be some great racing. So we're into finals racing now. First finals up on the gate will be our 13 boys, thanks to GW Queenstown. No finals for our sprockets, so if you're wondering where our sprocket rockets went, they are not doing finals. We're straight into the challenge class finals here. There's only one final, so it's a major event, so there's no B, C, in some cases D finals today. It is just the final. This is for a coveted SI plate, no doubt. The North Islanders have come down and want to take them all home, and the South Islanders are hanging on to them hard. So it's going to be some exciting racing. Manawa, I mean, you must have seen there's been some really great racing over the weekend, right?
Yeah, there has, Brent, and I'll tell you what, the South Island titles here in Alex certainly has not disappointed. It's lived up to the high standards that we expect when it comes to a major BMXNZ event. We've seen the thrills, we've seen the spools, and now it's do or die. Who wants that SI 1, 2 or 3? In the case of when there's less than 8 riders. But of course there is also a plate up for taking where there is a full gate of 8 riders. So a lot at stake here, Brenton. Major event, and it's the first one on our calendar for this year.
Oh mate, I just want to say, I think for the first one out of the official 2025 season, it's Alex and the club down here and the team for the mainland south region have really set it up, mate, and have got us really onto it.
Well, one thing I will say, Brenton, at least the wind is not here today. We certainly had some challenging conditions, but of course every rider had to face those conditions yesterday. It's not like any rider was exempt. They had the blustery winds there in Alex, and of course today the weather gods have turned it on for us, so thank you to the mainland south region and Alex for at least doing one great thing for us.
Yep, and you can see, thanks to Jack Lynx and BMX New Zealand, some great graphics coming up on the live stream now. There's your finalists in their lanes as well. So we get ourselves ready for that final racing. The officials at the back and staging, just getting organised. You can see we're up on the gate already as we prepare for this. Now, crowd here in Alex, I need you to go wild when you hear your rider or riders from your club. We want the live stream to hear you. We want them to know that you're here. So make sure you get involved. Okay, so final number 1, 13 boys up on the gate. And we wait to cross live to the gate. Here we go, the boys rolling down. Okay, lane number 8, out of the Mountain Riders on the 347, Coulter Joyce. Sitting over in lane number 7, the local lad on the 137, Dylan Entwistle. Over in lane number 6 on the 321 out of the NAC, Angus Morgan. Sitting over on the 264 plate in lane number 5 out of Christchurch, Austin Stronach. Out of Tauranga on the 430 plate in lane number 4, Charlie Withington. Sitting next to him out of Tauranga in lane number 3, NZ1, Rico Ryan. Lane number 2 on the 134 out of Christchurch, Cooper Murphy. And from Dunedin on the 157 in lane number 1, Jono Hansen. Here we go, and the first final is gone thanks to GWD Queenstown here. It's our 13 boys, Rico Ryan managing to get his nose out front. He's going to make the whole shot. It's the 157 plate though in behind him. That's Dunedin's Jono Hansen. He's all over Rico Ryan's back wheel. What's going to happen? Can Dylan Entwistle, the local lad on the 137, can he do anything? He's trying really hard, but Rico Ryan down the rhythm straight into the final corner for the last time. Is he going to keep it going? It's all over. He's coming down now. It's down the straight. It's Rico Ryan, Jono Hansen and Cooper Murphy battling it out for your 1, 2 and 3. And there you have it. Thanks to DW Queenstown. Final number 1, 13 boys.
Well, there you had it, Rico Ryan. He certainly led from the front. He hasn't dropped a lap all weekend, and I tell you what, look at those nice manuals going in and out of that third corner. But of course, Murphy was right in behind him as well. He didn't give up until the finish line. But look at Rico going, pedaling his way out of that third corner as he makes his way back down towards that finish line, and of course throws his bike up in the air as he went over that line. What a race from Rico Ryan. Hansen, of course, has had a blinder of a weekend along with Murphy as well. He took out that 3 spot. So there you 1, 2, 3, Ryan, Hansen and Murphy. And of course Withington for the 4. Anyway, moving up to the gate now, there on the 399 plate from Kapiti, Cooper Holwell. Moving across the lane 7, your number 7 qualifier, Ben Polden from North Canterbury. Moving across the lane 6, and your number 6 qualifier, Cooper Harvey from Kaitangata on the 289. Moving across the lane 5, and your number 2 qualifier from Harwood, Caleb White. Moving across the lane 4, and your number 4 qualifier, Ben Shaw from Dunedin. Moving across the lane 3, and your number 5 qualifier on the 710, Mason Jurgemice from Dunedin. On the 381, and your number 3 qualifier, sitting in lane 2, Brooks Stedman from Christchurch City. And your number 1 qualifier, sitting in lane 1, on your 444 plate from Cromwell, Charlie Lester, Dunedin. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, this is your 15 boys final here at the 2025 South Island Titles, brought to you by BP to go from Cromwell, and it looks like we've got a treble 4 plate going in and out of that first corner. Charlie there from Dunedin, he's fighting down that second strap, was right in behind him is Mason there from Dunedin, and of course Stedman is sitting in that 3 spot at the moment, but it is the Charlie Leicester show there from Dunedin. He's on the treble 4 plate, he's going to go in and out of that third corner for the last time. Turn and burn, he goes over that table. At the moment, it's Charlie leading from the front. He takes out SI1, followed then by Mason from Dunedin for the 2, and Brooks Edmund for the 3. Well done, boys. Team boys fight.
Well, mate, that was amazing. Thanks to BP to go Cromwell there. That 15 boys final was epic. You can see there it was our man Charlie into the work early, and he managed to hang on though. Mason all over him across that track, left, right and centre. It was epic racing there for our 15 boys. But back up onto the gate now for our 16 boys final over in lane number 8 on the 470 out of NAC. Jake Wilkinson. Sitting across there in lane number 7 out of Capital City on the 862, Jamie Harkness. Coming across there on the 127 in lane number 6 from Dunedin, Connor Jalguzma. Jumping over to lane number 4 on the 113 out of Kapiti, Liam Parks. On the 108 plate out of the Mountain Raiders, Bryson Joyce, lane 3. And in lane number 2 on the 275 out of Dunedin, Deacon McCormick. And the gate is dropped here thanks to Playground Bike Co, and they're out into the work early. It is Bryson Joyce making a move. He's looking for the whole shot like he has all weekend, and he seems to have got it though. The 275 plate though, that is Deacon McCormick out of Dunedin. He's chasing down the North Islander. It's the North versus the South on this one with Jamie Harkness in the third. It's a North Island sandwich. What can they do? Can the South Islanders come back? That's going to be Bryson Joyce. He's into the mix early. Into the last corner. He goes down the final straight, but he's being chased. Deacon McCormick is all over him like a rash as they cross the finish line there. Thanks to the Playground Bike Co. Final number 3, 16 boys.
Yeah, Bryson Joyce, he's had a blunder of a weekend, Brenton. And he got the best of the gate starts as well. He, of course, got the whole shot, but I tell you what, McCormick and Harkness were right in behind him. They wanted a piece of the action, but Bryson Joyce, he hasn't dropped the lap off, and he's continued that strong to the final. Well done, Bryson. Moving back up to the 8 and sitting in lane number 8, Caleb White from Hawera. Moving across to lane 7, now your 14 boys, this is Kieran Hegan from Cromwell. Moving across the lane 6, sitting there on the 157, Lucas Wettere from Dunedin. Moving across the lane 5, Liam Stedman from Christchurch City on the 449. Sitting in lane 4 on the SI6, Reid McDonald from Kaitangata. And your number 2 qualifier sitting in lane 3 from Kaitangata as well, Blake Glover. Moving across the lane 2, your number 8 qualifier, Sherlock Drew from Capital. And your number 1 qualifier, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in lane 1 from Rotorua, Noah Evans. Good luck, boys. Rightio, the gate slats down here in our 14 boys final, brought to you by Butler Plumbing and Drainage. And I'll tell you what, Blake Glover had a blinder start, followed there by Evans, but it looks like the Rotorua rider in the form of Noah Evans, riding the 7 plate. He's leaning from the front. He's got that clean, fresh air. Let's see if he can maintain that through to the finish line. Because I tell you what, Blake Glover there from Kaitangata is all over his back wheel, along with McDonald as well. So we've got a Rotorua, Kaitangata fair at the moment. There you 1, 2, 3. But Noah Evans has taken a nice race line out of that third corner. He's going to turn and burn, and off he goes across the finish line to take out SI1, Noah Evans from Rotorua, followed by Glover from Kaitangata and McDonald as well for you 3 from Kaitangata.
And back up onto our big screen for those of you sitting trackside looking at that replay. Thanks to Jack Lynch there, you can see the 7 plate of Noah Evans out of Rotorua commanding all weekend and into the final. Some epic racing, the skills to pay the bills as they cross the line there in the replay, thanks to Jack Lynch. But jumping back up onto the 40 to 44 male 20-inch in lane number 8 out of Cambridge on the 296, Kurt Bagby. Jumping across into lane number 7 from Katakata, Sean McKinley on the SI5. Heading across over into lane number 5 out of Christchurch on the 135, Scott Murphy. Sitting over in lane 4 from Christchurch City on the 130 plate, Cameron Kay. Over in the lane number 3, it's the 102 plate from Cromwell, Daniel McKinley. Over in lane number 2 on the 323 from NC, it's Jason Jolly. And over in lane number 1, the local lad out of Alex, let's hear it for Nick Toswell. Gates drop there thanks to Rob Lane contracting into the work. They go nice and early. It's Daniel McKinley out of Cromwell into the work. He's got there into the whole shot though. It's the 296 plate. That's Kurt Bagby out of Cambridge. He's been there all day long and he wants to hang on to it for longer. We've got Daniel McKinley out of Cromwell there on the 102 plate. We've got the local lad currently sitting there in about the 5th place as they come back around the corner to the middle stretch. It's all about the back of the pack. That's where the action's out of plenty. Into the last corner they go. It's going to be your rider, Kurt Bagby, Daniel McKinley, Scott Murphy. Looks like it might be, but low. Scott might get put at the post. Oh, we're going to want to go upstairs to look at that one. You've got to pedal to the end, son.
100%, Brenton. The race doesn't finish to the finish line, as we say. But Kurt Bagby, what a blinder of a weekend the Cambridge rider has had. Hasn't dropped a lap, and of course he's taken out the coveted SI 1 plate over Murphy and Kay. There you 1, 2, 3. Maculini will take the 4, Jolly for the 5. Anyway, moving back up to the gate, these are your 45 plus male 20 inch, brought to you by DR Bulls, sitting in lane number 125. We have Andrew Badman for Christchurch City. Sitting in lane 7, riding the 246 from North Canterbury, Tony Thornley. Sitting in lane 6 from NAC, Brett McKirsky. Moving across to lane 5 on the 111 plate, Hunter Burt from Dunedin. Moving across the lane 4, here we have Hammer Gregory Hughes on the NZ2 from the Rotorua. Moving across the lane 3 from Dunedin on the 228, Shane Parker. Moving across the lane 2, we have Mr. D himself on the NZ2, Derek Jurgemars from Dunedin. Sitting in lane 1 from NAC, Les Gamble. Good luck, boys. Rightio, the gate slaps down for the final time here in our 45 male 20 inch, brought to you by DR Builders. But it is the 2 riders been battling out. Bartabara Regan, choosing Jurgemasa from Dunedin, but it looks like Mr. D is leading from the front at the moment over the Rotorua rider, but we know what Hammer can do. Bert sitting back there in that R3 spot at the moment, but it is Jurgemasa from Dunedin. He's leading from the front. Nice manual's been put on here, but it is Hammer sitting in that 2 spot at the moment. And at the moment, Hunter Burt from Dunedin sitting there in that 3 spot. Let's see what this finish line can deliver, because I tell you what, Hughes is trying to come up the outside. Don't think he's quite done it. Looks like Derek from Dunedin will take out SI1, followed by Hughes for the 2 and Burt for the 3.
Mate, this has definitely been a class to watch, and they put it on for the final, that's for sure. The 45 plus male final 20 inch. Thanks to the Builders. You can see there though, Derek commanding from the start. The skills to pay the bills. Greg Hughes just not quite enough, and those two are quite some distance ahead of everybody else. They're talking about another one to watch. It's been now 15 to 16 girls up on the gate now in lane number 8 on the 1, 2, 3 plate. Out at Christchurch, Holly Tribble. Sitting next to her in lane number 7 out of Kātangata, it's the 116 of Ada Big. Jumping across now over into lane number 4 out of North Canterbury on the 135, Azaria Thornley. And over in lane number 2 on the 322 from North Canterbury, Ruby Ziegler. And over in lane number 1 on the 320 out of Southland, Kat Morris.
Set.
Here we go, thanks to Highway Services Limited, the gate is dropped, and out the gate like a rocket is Kat Morris. This is her turf, but it's going to be Holly Tribble. She wants the piece of the pie. She's into the whole shot like an aeroplane as they come flying back around here. We've got Azaria Thornley in the number 3 spot. Oh no, she's been passed by Ada Big. Into the second corner they go. It's going to be Holly Tribble, Kat Morris, Ada Big, Ruby Zilga, Azaria Thornley as we come flying back down into the last corner they go. What can Holly do? Can she do it, or is Kat going to get it? How they're going to see it, I don't know. It's going to be all pedal to the metal as we push across for the final number 7, thanks to Highway Services. That was an exciting race for sure.
Once again, Brenton, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality, and Holly Treble certainly turned on a fine performance all weekend, along with Captain Morris Adebeg as well. They've been riding behind her, and as this semi-final, has certainly proved what fine riding we've seen all weekend from these 15 to 16 girls. Moving back up to the gate, these are your 9 boys finalists brought by Tourism Talent, sitting in lane 8, and your number 1 qualifier on the NZ5 plate, Cameron Denson from True City. Sitting in lane 7 from Cromwell, Noah Lindsay on the 577. Moving across the lane 6, Archie West from Cambridge. Moving across the lane 5 on your 2AA from Kaitangata, Caden Wilson. Sitting in lane 4 on your 647 and your number 4 qualifier, Ogoff from Dunedin. Sitting in lane 3 from Cromwell, Angus Morris. Sitting in lane 2 from Te Awamutu on the 728, Logan Healy. And sitting in lane 8, your number 2 qualifier, Jaden Verrett from Mountain Raiders. Good luck, boys. 9 boys final. And the gate slaps down here at the 2025 South Island titles, brought to you by Tourism Talent. And I tell you what, we had a block right there by Jaden Barrett. He got the best of the hook starts, and as he leads around to the corner, he's got the whole shot. Followed in behind him is Denson there from Grassroots City. Goff, of course, from Dunedin as well, sitting there in that 3 spot. Tell you what, it's 3, 4, 5. It's where it's all happening in this 9 boys final at the moment. Jaden Barrett has got a nice lead, but I tell you what, the Christchurch City rider went underneath him. Is this going to be enough as they make their way towards the 3rd corner? It's the NZ4 leading over the NZ5 at the moment. Looks like Barrett's going to do enough just over the finish line over Denson, and it looks like 3-4 is going to be down to the wire as well. But Ben Goff from Dunedin will take out that 3 spot.
Oh, mate, I tell you, the crowd here was going wild. I don't know if you can hear it through my mic, but they've been bashing the sides. They've been screaming and yelling. As you can see, Jaden Verrett and the Christchurch rider there of Cameron Denson pushing hard, but also Bo Goff out of the South Island here. He wants a piece of the pie there as Jaden pushes through. Fist pumps the air. Been working hard all weekend. But back up onto the gate now for our teen girls final, thanks to TMC Contracting. Over in lane number 8, the 301 from the Mountain Raiders, Georgia Polka Dot Poe Edwards. Jumping over into lane number 6, over there, the NZ3 out of Southland, Mila McCullen. Coming across over into lane number 5, it's the 177, the local lass, Ali Campbell. Out of Dunedin on the 227, Kenzie Parker in lane 4. In lane number 3 out of North Canterbury on the 505, Amelia Williamson. In lane number 2, the NZ2 from the Sunset Coast, Hattie Barrington. Here we go, the gate has dropped again thanks to TMC Contracting. This is final number 9, Georgia Poe Edwards. Out the gate like a rocket, she's into it though. Hattie Barrington chasing her down, looks like she's currently in the number 2 spot. Georgia Poe Edwards though in the number 1. As we come back round, it looks like it's Miller McCullen out of Southland on the NZ3 and the 3. But the 3 and 4 is too close to call as we go to the 2nd corner. We look to see who's who. It's Georgia, Hattie, Miller, and then Ali. Here we go down the rhythm straight. It's the 3 and 4 spot. This is too close to call. It's still anybody's game into this last corner. What's going to happen? Oh no, here we go. It looks like a rider. Miller McCullen might have got it too as they head to the end. I tell you, only scores is going to tell as they cross the line. Looks like it was Georgia, Ali, and then Hattie.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brenton, Miller and Hattie were certainly battling it out in that 2nd corner, and it was all down to the wire there. But Georgia Poe Edwards, man, has she had the race of her life this weekend, taking out the SI1 plate here in our 10 girls. But Campbell Barrington, it was all happening there right down to the finish line. what a race. Anyway, moving back up to the gate, these are your 17 plus female 20-inch, brought to you by CXP Racing, sitting in lane 8 from Southland, Tessa McDowell. Moving across to lane 7 from Tauranga on the 196, Taylor Arnold. Sitting in lane 6 from the Mountain Raiders on the 581, Selena Feister. Moving across to lane 5, Destiny Stewart from Kaitangata. Moving across to lane 3 from Alexandra, the local lass, Holly Oldman. And sitting in lane 2 from Mountain Raiders on the 71, Ellie Biddick. Good luck, ladies. Rightio, the gate slaps down here for the final time here in our 17 plus female 20-inch, brought to you by CXP Racing. And as she has done all weekend, she hasn't dropped the lap, ladies and gentlemen. Jumping into that first corner, Holly Oldman from Alexandra is leading from the front, but right in behind her is the Mountain Raider on the 581 of Selena Feister. She's trying to hunt her down as she goes hunting and searching in and out of that second corner she goes. But Ellie Biddick from Mountain Raiders as well is right in behind them. She wants a piece of that action as well. Taylor Arnold sitting in there in that 4 spot, McDowell in the 5, Stewart in the 6. But as she has done all weekend, what a weekend. Holly Oldman, your SLA1, played by Selena Feister, and Ellie Biddick for your 3.
I tell you, this has been an age group to watch, and it's brought to you by CXP Racing. Selena out the gate super fast, but obviously there, Holly knowing this track like the back of her hand, and she wanted the SI1 plate and has been wanting it all weekend, and what a moment for the local lass, taking it out, SI1 at home, absolutely fantastic. Jumping up now, legs 11, thanks to Kokura sharing lane number 8 on the SI4 out of Christchurch, Caden McKenzie. Over in lane number 7 from Katangata, Adi Kahakura. Over next to him from Christchurch on the 124 and lane, 690 plate, Heath Boyce. Looks like we're getting a bit of mix up here, that's okay. Lane number 5, Kobe guys. There we go, on the one, apologies boys, that is appalling. Absolutely appalling, fire the commentator. Over in lane number 4, it is NZ3's Tate Burden out of Te Awamutu. Over then in lane number 3, it is the 940 plate from Rotorua, Max Olsen. Lane number 2, out of the Shark Tank, on the 600 plate, Sam Hickey. Lane number 1, out of Te Awamutu, NZ4, Baden Prescott. And the gate has dropped. Oh, it's so close to call. Here we go. We're into the work early. Peyton Prescott trying to get a nose out front, but it looks like he might have it. Will he get the whole shot? I don't know. It's too close to call. It's thrown it down. Oh no, we've lost a couple of riders in the corner. Back up they go. It looks like it's a couple of North Islanders. But then we still got Peyton Prescott, Tate Bird, and the Te Awamutu riders in 1 and 2. It looks like they're going to get it. We've lost another rider. This is finals racing. The 2 Te Awamutu riders. It's bar-to-bar action. Oh my gosh. No love lost here between the Te Awamutu riders as they cross the finish line. This is one action-packed set final here, Manawa. I don't know what's going on. It's all go, I tell you.
Action-packed final, man, did that 11 boys final deliver it. We had everything coming at us thick and fast, ladies and gentlemen, but it came down to the wire of Tate Burden taking it out over Prescott. Oh, Max Olsen, he's had a blunder of a weekend. Unfortunately, he went down in the corner along with Sam Hickey, but BMX is brutal, isn't it, Brenton?
It sure is, mate, it sure is. Like a box of chocolates, they say. Heartbreak Hotel.
It is Heartbreak Hotel, but well done to Burden, Prescott and Kohukura, you 1, 2, 3. Anyway, they're not waiting around for us because they're moving back up to the gate already. And these are your semi-finalists, 12 boys sitting in lane number 8 from Katangata, Sam Glover. Moving across the lane 7, a fellow club member from Kaitangata as well, Braden Bag on your 225. Moving across the lane 6 from Dunedin on your 112, Kano Goff. Sitting in lane 5 from down the road in Cromwell on your 357, Maxwell Morris. And sitting in lane 4 on your 609 from Southland, Sam Brand. And the sensational Tobias Dickinson on your 426 from Waitakere, Tobias Dickinson. Sitting in lane 2 from Cromwell on your 931, Carter Simmons. And your number 1 qualifier, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in lane 1 from Te Awamutu on your NZ3, Brooke O'Neill. Good luck, boys. And this has been one sensational group all weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by Foley's Plumbing, Alexandra. Is it the NBR rider leading from the front? Looks like he's got the whole shot. That is O'Neill from Te Awamutu. He's leading from the front, but in behind him is Dickinson and Simmons as they make their way down the second straight for the last time in our 12 boys South Island titles final. Roy O'Neill, he's got a massive back. He just needs to keep it clean and smooth on that NZ3 plate. The 931 of Simmons is sitting in behind him. Tobias Dickinson on the 426. I'll tell you what, 2-3 is going to change together. Over the riders off the track, ladies and gentlemen. But too good, too strong. Brooke O'Neill takes out the SI1 for 2025 South Island title 12 boys.
Never great to see a rider go down in the final straight there, but this was action aplenty, I tell you. This has been one group to watch. They went throwing it down here. Brooke O'Neill though, Te Awamutu, North Island rider, just too strong to take it out, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Tobias, the internet sensation, not quite hanging on there on the final straight. Definitely heartbreak hotel for him. No doubt be watching the replay on that to see what happened there as he walks himself across the finish line. Absolutely gutting. Okay, as we look to make our way back up to the gate, it's now our 15 to 24 Cruiser Mail final thanks to Dunstan Automotive. In lane number 8 from Cromwell on the 646, Braden King. Sitting over in lane number 7 on the 275 out of Dunedin, Deacon McCormick. Over in lane number 5 on the 541 out of Tauranga, Zachary Arnold. Lane number 3 from Dunedin on the 883 sees us with Jacob Shaw. And over in lane number 2 from North Canterbury, the birthday boy, SI4, Ben Polden. Thanks to Dunstan Automotive, the gate has dropped again. Here we go, Zachary Arnold, Jacob Shaw. What's going to happen? Looks like Jacob Shaw's got the edge. He's looking into the whole shot. He goes. Zachary Arnold in behind him, though. They're going to hang on as they come flying around this corner. Too fast to call it, though, but Jacob Shaw out in the lead from Dunedin. Zachary Arnold coming in. What can he pull off on the second corner? Oh, he looks like he's gone low. Has he got a nose out front? I don't know. It's too close to call, but they're coming down towards us now. It's exciting stuff. Zachary Arnold looking for the line. It looks like Jacob Shaw managed to hold him out. But coming through there, Deegan McCormick pushing through as well. What a race, Manawa, 15 to 24 Cruiser Mail, mate. That was not cruising at all.
I'll tell you what, Brendan, I thought Arnold may have had him coming out of that third corner, but Jacob Shaw, he's been hitting his marks all weekend, and that semi-final was no different. But Arnold certainly didn't give up to the finish line. He made sure work for it, as they have done all weekend as well, and that final certainly lived up to all expectations. Watching the replays, look at Shaw leading in and out of that first corner, but I tell you what, the second corner is where Shaw went a little bit wide. Arnold tried to make his move, but Shaw just had enough to see him through. Moving back up to the gate and sitting there in lane 8. These are your 11 to 12 girls finals. Lane 8, Sophia Dare from Alexandra. Moving across to lane 7, Kelly Miller from Christchurch City. Moving across to lane 6, your number 7 qualifier, Daisy Branks from Southland. Sitting in lane 5, and your number 5 qualifier from Alexandra on 08, Caitlin Whistle. Moving across to lane 4 from NAC, Ellie Morgan on NZ5. Moving across to lane 3 on your NZ7 from the Mountain Raiders, Olivia Anderson. Sitting in lane 2 and your number 1 qualifier from North Canterbury, Scarlett Hanson on your 723. Moving across to lane 1 from North Canterbury on your SI2, Matilda Norris. Good luck, girls.
Set.
Rightio, as the gate slaps down for our 11 to 12 girls final, brought to you by Steve Adair Consulting. And I tell you what, Skylar Hanson had a crack over start. She's on the 7-2-3 as they make their way towards the first corner, and Skylar's got the whole shot as well over Olivia Anderson and Matilda Norris. Are you 1, 2, 3? Who's going to get that coveted title of the South Island titles? Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Skylar Hanson's leading from the front. She's on the charge, making her way down this rhythm section for the final time. But at the moment, Olivia Anderson and Matilda Norris, see what they can do. We've got Ali Morgan as well, and they're in that 4th spot. But it is the Skylar Hanson show from North Canterbury. She's going to cross the finish line, take out that coveted SI1, followed by Olivia Anderson for the 2, and Matilda Norris for the 3. Well done.
Yeah, mate, looking at that BMX New Zealand replay, I tell you, Skylar Hanson just blinder of a start there out of the gate. Phenomenal race into the whole shot. You can see her go. Olivia Anderson all over her back wheel though, but thankfully Skylar Hanson hanging on as she came around that corner, looking like she was going to take it. Okay, moving back up to the gate now for our teen boys final. Thanks to TS Engineering Limited, lane number 8 on the 788 out of Christchurch, Nathan Cook. Jumping over to lane number 7 on the 756 out of the Shark Tank, Braxton Hayes. Over in lane number 6 on your NZ7 from the Hawke's Bay, Roman Thompson. Lane number 5 sees Fletcher Kokura from Kai Tangata. Lane number 4, NZ4, out of Capital City, Otis Repair. Lane number 3, out of the Mountain Raiders, the 946, Caden McDonald. Lane number 2, from East City, world number 3, Jackson Ropati. And lane number 1, the local lad, the 356, Hendrix Kakura.
Set.
And the gutters dropped and they're out like a pocket rocket, that's for sure. Snap, crackle and pop. Jackson Ropati getting the edge on the start. He looks like he's going to be getting into the whole shot as he jumps into it. He's around that first corner in the front. He's got a Mountain Raider all over his back wheel, and the former Caden McDonald though. Hendrix Kakura, the local lad, in the 3 spot at the moment. What magic can he pull out? This is his home track. Does he know anything that the other boys don't? But it looks like they're pulling away the top 3. Jackson Ropati, Caden McDonald, Hendrix Kakura into the last corner. Down the rhythm straight they go. Hendrix Kakura making a move. Is it going to be enough? Oh my giddy aunt. We're going to want to check the replay on that one, but it looks like it was Jackson, Caden, and then Hendrix.
Tell you what, Hendrix certainly didn't give up, Brenton, until the finish line. But Jackson Rawparty, what a ride has he had this weekend. He's been hitting his marks, he's been going strong, and I tell you what, this 10 boys certainly lived up to all expectations. But Caden McDonald, go good, they battled out right to the finish line as they went over that line. What a race. As we move back up to the gate and sitting in lane 8 from Cromwell, Bobby Stevens on your 258. As the crowd goes wild, moving across to lane 7 from Cromwell as well on your 254, Addison Stevens. Moving across the lane 6 from the Mountain Raiders on your NZ3, Greta Z. Moving across the lane 5 from the Deep South, Southland on your 365, Lisa Jeffcoat. Moving across the lane 4 from Capital on your 187, Kira Ogbok. And from Christchurch City on your 37, sitting in lane 3, Winnie Murphy. Sitting in lane 2 and your number 2 qualifier from Cambridge, 310, Loxley Bagby. And moving across the lane 1 and your number 1 qualifier from Cromwell on your 611, Isa Reid. Good luck, girls. Rightio, this is your 2025 South Island Titles, your 8 to 9 girls. Brought to you by Connect Drainage and Earthworks, and Isa Reid from the 611. She had a cracker of a start and looks like she's going to get the whole shot. Turn and burn, she goes out of that first corner. Nice race line taken there by Reid. But the rider there from Mountain Raiders, Greta Z, she's riding behind her. She's trying to close the gap. Let's see what Greta can do over Reid. Winnie Murphy's moved up into the 2 spot now. So we've got a battle going on between our 2-3 as well. But I tell you what, the rider from Cromwell, she's had a crack over weekend and she's on the charge over that tabletop. Looks like she'll take out the 8 to 9 girls final. Battle on for your 2-3, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like the 1-3-7 from Christchurch. Murphy will take out the 2, and the Mountain Raider Greta Z will settle for the 3. What a race.
Mate, Connect Drainage and Earthworks sure got their money's worth out of that action-packed final. I tell you, the crowd has been going wild behind me. We're just waiting for one of our final riders to finish the track out. She must have come a cropper, unfortunately. But there we go. As you said, Isla Reid from Cromwell. Kind of a local lass, just round the corner, taking that one out. But now we just prepare ourselves to head back up to the gate for our 8 boys final, thanks to Foursquare Alexandra. Over in lane number 8, the local lad, 286, Parker Manahira. Over in lane number 7 from Cromwell, the 934, Cooper Rushbrook. On the 451, Ridge Naylor from Alex. Lane number 6 sees us there, Finn Hudson from New Plymouth on the 809. Jumping across there is lane number 4 on the 799 from Cromwell, Archie Walker. Lane number 3 from the Hutt Valley Thunderbolts on the 547, Maddox Gardner. Lane number 2 on the 866, the local lad, Ron Entwistle. Over in lane number 1 on the 111, from East City, Sota Shimada. Up goes the Weasel, as does the 8 boys final, thanks to Foursquare Alexandra. Ryan Entwistle, the local lad on the 866, out the gate like a rocket. He's going to look for the whole shot and he's going to get it. Sitting in the number 2 spot though, the 547, that's the Hutt Valley Thunderbolt. That's Max Gardner, he's in the 2. The Cromwell rider there sitting in the 3. We got 2 of them, so we look to see who's who as they come into it now. It is the Cromwell rider, Archie Walker in the 3. But there you have it. Ryan Entwistle, Maddox Gardner, Archie Walker, 1, 2, 3 at the moment. The New Plymouth rider coming out of the Shark Tank. Finn Hudson trying to make a move. Has he got too much? Yeah, there he goes. Soda Shimada. He's looking for a 4. He's going to pedal hard. Pedal it across there, boys, as they round out race number, well, final number 17, 8 boys. Thanks to Foursquare Alexandra.
Yeah, good ride there by Ryan. He certainly put on a stellar performance all weekend. The local Alexander rider taking out one. Fantastic to see. But of course, Maddox Gardner, he was in amongst the action as well, along with Archie Walker, who were your 1, 2, 3 in the 8 boys final. Anyway, moving back up to the gate, and this group's brought to you by AWS Legal Alexandra, 13 to 14 girls sitting in lane 8 from Christchurch City, Alahaba. Moving across the lane 6 from Christchurch City on the 111, Ashley Brown. From Southland on the 832, sitting in lane 5 on a McCabe. From Cromwell, sitting in lane 4 on the 793, Quinn Lindsay. From Dunedin on the 117, Eliza Burt. Sitting in lane 2 from NAC on 0, Emily Wilkinson. And hailing from Ruuturu on the 149, sitting in lane 1, Maddie Newcomb. Good luck, Eagles. Radio, thank you to AWS Legal Alexandra for bringing us the 13 to 14 girls points over race. And it looks like we've got 3 riders going bar to bar into this first corner. But it's a 117 with Eliza Burt there from Dunedin. She's on the charge down the second straight, but Maddie Newcomb's breathing down her neck. She wants a piece of the action, trying to get maximum points out of this points over final. But it is Burt Newcomb and Lindsay at the moment. They're your 1, 2, 3. But we've got McCabe, Brown, Wilkinson and Harper as well sitting in towards the back. But it's a 117 from Dunners of Burt. She's over the finish line and sure crossover. Followed there by Newcomb and Lindsay for your 3 and your points over 13 to 14 girls 1.
Tell you what, this group has been a competitive bunch all weekend long. Elizabeth and Maddie Newcomb going head to head. Quinn Lindsay though there from Cromwell, throwing it down into that first corner was awesome. As we look here on the replay now, Elizabeth there crossing the line in first. Maddie Newcomb and Quinn Lindsay not far behind. But jumping back up now to the gate, it's our 25 to 39 male 20 inch in lane number 8 out of Dunedin on the 130 plate, Dan McCombie. Over in lane number 7, the local lad on the 170 plate, Josh Kahakura. Over in lane number 6 on the 337 from North Canterbury, Lee Chapman. From Hawera on the NZ2 in lane number 5, Joel Hook. Over in lane number 4 from Rotorua on the 94 plate, Jake Robinson. The local lad in lane number 3 on the 88 plate, Oliver Lyons. And over in lane number 1 on the 888 plate, the local lad, Nathan Adair. And the gate has dropped. There we go. We're out like a rocket. And I tell you what, it's Lee Chapman who got a nose in front. Is he going to get the whole shot? But he's got the company. Oh, he does. He's got the whole shot, but he's covered though. He's got Dan McCombie from Dunedin all over his back wheel. We can see the boys from Alex chasing him down. That looks like none other than Nathan Adair currently in the 3 spot. Here we go though. It looks like, oh no, it's the 130 plate. It's Dan McCombie. He's got the nose out in front. He's ahead of Lee Chapman. Can Lee pull anything off down this last straight? Lee's thrown the pedals down, just not quite enough. Looks like Nathan may get the 3rd, but we're going to need to check that one out. What an exciting group there, 25 to 39 males.
Well, I tell you what, Brenton, this group's certainly been throwing all the spills and rules this weekend, but at least they all managed to stay rubber side down in this. And what a ride there by Dan McCombie for taking out the SI1. Chapman, of course, was all over his back wheel, trying to do what he could, but Crombie, Chapman, Adair, what a final. Moving back up to the gate already, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your treble 6 plate from Capital, Sherlock Drew. Moving across the lane 6 from the on your NZ2, Dylan Zasny. Moving across the lane 4 from Christchurch City on your 134, Cooper Murphy. And the rocker pocket, the NZ1 from Tauranga, Rico Ryan. Sitting in lane 2 from NAC on the NZ3, Angus Morgan. And sitting in lane 1, Quinn Parker on your 229 from Dunedin. Good luck, boys. 13 to 14, cruise them out. Rightio, thank you to the House of Travel Alexandra for certainly providing some excitement this weekend. And it looks like the Pocket Rocket of NZ one of Rico Ryan. He's the NBR match components rider. He's got a healthy lead over Murphy, who's had to split it for the two. Angus Morgan from NAC sitting back there in the 3 spot. But Rico Ryan, he's on the charge as he puts the pedal to the metal. Turn and he goes down the south third straight. I tell you what, he's going for gold because he wants to see what he can do. Moving into that third corner, it looks like the Rico Ryan. He's the NBR rider. Murphy sitting in behind him. He'll settle for the 2. It looks like Angus Morgan from NAC will settle for the 3. Followed there by Parker and Sazzy.
Yeah, and unfortunately losing a rider here in the last corner, Manawa. But as you can see from that replay, Rico Ryan, pedal to the metal from the start. Cooper Murphy all over him, but just not enough to make it come through. As we look to see, unfortunately, Dylan Sazi, the NZ2, losing it here in this last corner, which has been an action-packed one. Heading back up to the gate now, though, we go for our 35 to 49 Cruiser Mail, thanks to Property Brokers, Carol Stratford. Over in lane number 8, on the 483 from Southland, Peter Jeffcoat. Lane number 7 sees the Mountain Raider on the 589, Lindsay Verretts. Lane number 6 out of Christchurch on the 270 plate sees Justin Harper. Over on the 296 out of Cambridge, lane number 5, Kurt Bagby. Lane number 4 from Christchurch on the 130, Cameron Kay. Out of Dunedin, lane number 3 on the 100, Big D. Lane number 2 on the 135 out of Christchurch, Scott Murphy. And from North Canterbury, lane number 1, the 323, Jason Jolly. What a gate by Big D, but was it enough? It might not have been. Kurt Bagby was out a little bit faster. I'd say that drone footage is phenomenal, but it's Kurt Bagby into the whole shot. Big D coming in behind him. They're all hanging on as they come around the corner. Here we go, Kurt Bagby, Derek Delguzma, and Scott Murphy into the work as well. Here we come into the last under the rhythm, straight back down towards me. It's Kurt Bagby, it's Derek Delguzma, it's Scott Murphy. That's how it's going to look onto the 135 is in the 3. Oh no, the action of plenty there. Oh my giddy aunt, that was an exciting race there. From the phenomenal drone footage all the way to the end. That was a race to watch, the 35 to 49 Cruiser Mail final.
Tell you what, Brenton, that drone footage was phenomenal when you saw them going down the start hall, and Big T had to settle for the sort of 2-3 spot at the moment because it was Bagby who owned it from start to finish, and that was one phenomenal race. But Murphy didn't give up either, and as we look at Kurt Bagby crossing over the finish line, well done to Bagby, Joggersmeister and Murphy. Anyway, moving back up to the gate, these are your Cruiser Bruisers and the Cruiser Female, brought to you by Whitewater Plumbing, sitting in lane 8 from North Harbour on your 123, Nikki Bonzo. Moving across to lane 7 from Kaitangata on your 828, Destiny Stewart. Sitting in lane 8 from the Deep South in Southland on the 320, Kat Morris. All the way from Tauranga on your 200, sitting in lane 4, Taylor Arnold. And your world number 1, ladies and gentlemen, from Rotorua, sitting in lane 2, Jeanette Davies. Sitting in lane 1 on your 581 from Mountain Raiders, Selena Feister. Good luck, ladies. Radio, the gate slaps down in this Whitewater Plumbing Cruiser Female here at the 2025 South Island titles, and it looks like Feister's going to get the whole shot. She's on the 581, but the world number 1 of Davies is all over her, and we've also got Taylor Arnold in amongst the action as well. Morris is sitting back there in the 4th spot along with Stewart in the 5, but it is Selena Feister on your 581 as she charges her way down the rhythm section. She wants that covered in South Island title. Let's see what she can do, but we know what the world number 1 of Jeanette Davies can do. I tell you what, Taylor Arnold took a nice line out of that corner. Is that going to Slip it into the left, the three with hands, and it looks like Foster's going to take it out. Arnold will settle for the 2, and Davies for the 3 in your points over Cruiser Female Final. As we watch the replays now, and Feister certainly got the whole shot as she went in and out of that second corner, made her way back towards that third corner, down the finish line, as she has done all weekend, hasn't dropped a shot. Well done to Selena. Moving back up to the gate, these are your 8 to 12 Cruiser Mix finalists, brought to you by Still Alexandra, sitting in lane 5 from Christchurch City on your 136, Nixon Murphy. Sitting in lane 4 from Sunset Coast on your 305, Hattie Barrington. Sitting in lane 3 from Christchurch City on your SI3, Caden McKenzie. Sitting in lane 2 on your 718 from Sunset Coast, Nathan Swan. Moving across to lane 1 from Tiamuru on your NZ2, Tate Burden. Good luck. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, the gate slaps down and now 8 to 12 Cruiser Mix points over final, brought to you by Still Alexandra, and looks like the rider there from Tiamuru. He's pushing his way, jumping into that first corner. Nice air time there, shown by Tate Burden. We've got Mackenzie sitting back there in the 2 spot. Murphy there from Christchurch City sitting there in the 3, Barrington in the 4, and Swan back there in the 5 at the moment. But it's the rider there from Tiamuru. He's had a clean performance all weekend in this 8 to 12 Cruiser Mix final. Nice manuals there by Tate. He certainly loves to add up the air miles, but it's Mackenzie as well. Murphy sitting there in that 3 spot in this points over 8 to 12 Cruiser Mix final. Burden will take out the 1, followed by Mackenzie for the 2 and Murphy for the 3. Once again, great racing by these riders, of course, who are all double classing, ladies and gentlemen. It's certainly been an action-packed, thrilling weekend as we watch the replays. Tate Burden pumping his way down that 3rd straight and, of course, jumping over to cross the finish line. Moving back up to the gate, these are your 50-plus Cruiser Bruiser males, brought to you by Nelson Drill and Blast, sitting in lane 8 from Hawke's Bay on your 611, Stuart Marsh. Moving across the lane 7 from Sunset Coast on your SI6, Craig Barrington. Moving across the lane 6 on your Golden Wells and your Golden Wings, Warren Bogus on your SI3. Moving across the lane 5 from NAC, Les Gamble. Moving across the lane 4 from Dunedin on your 228, Shane Parker. And from Rotorua, the current SI1 from Rotorua, Gregory Hughes. Moving across the lane 2 from Capital on your 133, Liam Drew. From Southland on your 71, sitting in lane 1, Joe Lucas. Good luck, man.
Set.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, this is your 50-plus Cruiser Male final here at the 2025 South Island Titles, and Nelson Drill and Brass has certainly delivered an action-packed weekend, and it looks like Hammer himself from Rotorua, he's going to lead them into the first corner, turn a burn, he goes for the final time, but right in behind him is Liam Drew from Capital, Shane Parker from Dunners is in amongst the action as well, but it looks like the current SI1 is looking to defend his title in fine form in the form of Gregory Hughes, as he makes his way down the rhythm section for the last time, showing what skills he's got to pay the bills, as he makes his way out of that 3rd corner, and he's going to cross over the finish line and defend his SI1, Gregory Hughes from Rotorua, Liam Drew from Capital will settle for the 2, and Shane Parker for the 3. Wow, what a ride there, of course. Warren Bogus, the Golden Wheels, the Golden Wings, he's got it all, this fella, as he took out the SI4 placing as well, but it was the Gregory Hughes show who led from the front, led all weekend, and crosses over that finish line and defends his SI1 title. As we look at the replays, watching Greg cross over the finish line, followed there by Drew Parker, and then, of course, Bogus, Golden Wheels, Golden Wings. Rightio, moving up to the final time is our finals men under 23, brought to you by BMXNZ. Getting in lane 8 from Tauranga, Oranga 541, Zachary Arnold. Rightio, moving across to lane 7. It was good to see him back on his bike from Southland on your 989, Nick Cowie. Moving across the lane 6 from Christchurch City on your 164, Keenan Brown. Sitting in lane 5 from Cromwell on your 747, Jack Stanley. Moving across the lane 4 and your number 4 qualifier, Lindsay, from Alexandra. Sitting in lane 3 on your 883, Jacob Shaw. Sitting in lane 2 and your number 2 qualifier from Dunedin on your 82, Cameron Lang. And your number 1 qualifier, ladies and gentlemen, from Cromwell on your 806, Ben James. Good luck, boys. Don't blink, ladies and gentlemen, because you'll miss the fast and furious action. And it looks like Nick Cowie's coming across. He's going to lead the pack into the first corner. Ben James is at the riding for the 2 spot at the moment. Oh, I tell you what, the riders all gone down. Oh, this is the final at its best. Oh, no. 2 riders at the moment. Going down the last straight in the form of Keenan Brown and Nick Cowie. We've had 6 other riders go down. This is a men's under 23 action-packed final, but it's the 164 who looks like it's going to cross over the finish line, followed by Cal. There's a photo finish. Man, what a race, and looks like Zachary Arnold was going to settle for the 3. Unfortunately, Ben James, who was our number 1 qualifier, he's crossing over the line in 4th position. This race had it all. Woo! But certainly been one action-packed, scintillating race. Look at the riders go down. Massive pile up there on that first jump as we look at our phenomenal drone footage being brought to us by Jack's Links and BMXNZ. And that was one hectic, chaotic final.
And well, there you have it. That is the end of the BMX New Zealand 2025 South Island titles, brought to you by the Alex BMX Club. I don't know about you, but I've had a great time. It has been some exciting racing, and it has been action-packed, and it has been one great weekend down here in the South Island. What a way to finish. Some great racing by everybody. Well done to all those that took out a title plate. Commiserations to those that didn't make it, unfortunately. And we look forward to seeing you at the next big major meet. The Oceania is coming to you from the Plymouth BMX. Till the next time, take care and see you at the next one.
Bye.